And then he's like, oh, okay, where's Daniel? And I was like, oh, he's not with me. He's at home. And then you can just tell his tone shifted.
My household wasn't much of a would you let. It's how did you feel?
Replied with the watch and then waited for me to see him.
The guy got bounced out of the place and said, I'm going to my girl now.
They know
House
you're
is dry. Daniel's dry. Noor's hella dry. You know what I mean?
Hella. It's like how I was saying. I hope I end up watching my kids watch porn.
What?
Like, no, that sounded crazy. I hope I walk. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Disruption Podcast.
Yeah. Energy.
Yeah, 194 times we've done this.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it.
What?
No, it's good. Good as. I'm so happy.
Who we got?
Snort the bag, daddy.
Else.
Steve full of soджing, building baby.
It's your girl, my Weezy.
Prince.
Yeah.
And we have a special guest.
Woo!
Today's a new day.
Nah, that was not unnecessary.
Apple Watch.
No,
Are we going straight into that?
You are actually not allowed.
No.
You need to insert that clip.
Of Noor talking
Of Noor
Yes.
talking
for this.
smack
Alright,
about
We
the
will
Apple
jump
Watch.
straight into that, but we do need to remind them to do something very, very important.
All right, so this is the most important thing. Make sure you like.
Yes.
Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe.
Yes.
Make sure you tell your mom to watch this episode.
That's
Your mom.
Mumsy.
Mama.
That's it.
Rip.
Happy Mother's Day.
Woo!
And
Oh,
that is
yeah,
so
word.
A few days late, but
Yeah, it's a bit late,
I'm
but
sure they appreciate it.
hope you guys, you know.
I just watched a very interesting. This is random again. No, we're gonna get back into it. Gonna watch a very random YouTube video today by Arak, where he gets a
Arak?
mom. Arak, his YouTuber. It's good video.
I feel like I've heard this.
Yeah, you probably would have seen stuff. Gets a mom. He got the mom and the daughter, and it's like a bachelorette kind of thing. There's one guy,
jeez.
and you have to go through a bunch of moms
Yeah.
and daughters, and then he ends up choosing the last mom and daughter pair, and then choose either the mom or the daughter. He chose the
You what?
Who did you choose?
Nah, you guys can watch it.
So you date both of them at the same time?
Yeah. And then you choose, and there's like 5 pairs
Bro,
of
of
moms
course
and
you
daughters.
have to choose the mom because
How
like
old is
if
he
you
then?
choose the daughter, then you're choosing the mums as well. You're gonna have to live with her.
Oh, lol. That's how far man's just thinking. Anyways, I say all that to say YouTube is important. Make sure you drop
YouTube is
some
important.
comments.
Yeah.
Spotify, you can comment now as well. We also really want you guys to put some ratings in our
Interact.
Spotify and
That's
our
it. Apple
iTunes,
Podcasts.
I mean Apple Podcasts,
Yes.
all that kind of stuff. The ratings look very good on there.
looks-
5 stars.
The reviews are
Across the
good
board.
too. Shout out to that was a good review.
So yeah,
Shout
keep
out
on
to y'all.
answering the questions
Yeah.
in the Spotify comments and that. But yeah, Noor's a hypocrite.
Yeah, no.
The biggest of them all.
We're gonna insert that
to be
clip.
honest.
Tell us.
What's the time? What's the time, bro?
Hold on. No.
You can just let us know what the time is.
7:26.
Oh,
Tell
yeah.
us, how did this happen?
Alright,
Like,
so-
was that your choice?
No, you know when you like suddenly get the desire to be active? Like
Can't relate.
like you just suddenly go, I'm
be
gonna be
active.
committed to working out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna and something will do that. Like it will help you accomplish that, right? So sometimes it's if I get this new pair of sneakers, I'm working out every day this week. If I get a new water bottle, even simple, right? I'll drink the
sneakers
water.
that'll be Air Force.
Saint Laurent.
I'm gonna work out.
For some reason, I went. You know what? I like data. I like tracking things. Maybe I do want one of these just for What do they track? I want to close rings too. That's what it was. I want to be
Close the
closing
rings are
rings.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you.
Come on.
I will never wear this outside of tracking things.
Wait, what do you mean?
I'll tell you. I'm wearing it
this-
all day long.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
alright.
wearing it all day long.
Yeah.
But as soon as I have to be somewhere around adults,
He's changing.
the kettle comes out.
The oyster perpetual, bro.
Yeah, nah. It's cool. Obviously,
Bro,
Why wouldn't you
there
just
was
get
a little bit of money to spend on the side, so I was like, "Yo, let me just do something." dumb.
Why wouldn't you just get the Garmin watch?
I mean,
Oh no, because I'm not an idiot.
Or you could have got a Fitbit if it was really just
Fam,
How much is that?
tracking.
I
It's
sent
just
this
a
on it, bro.
little,
They're cheaper than this.
No, hold
They
up.
are,
How
yeah.
much?
so much cheaper.
a young 1/5 from
Yeah.
Aldi Probs. You can get that.
Yeah.
But you get a
To
good
be
Garmin
honest,
for like
bro,
$250.
praise God, I'm not in the stage of my life where $200 gonna kill me. All right.
Hallelujah.
Man said, let me
With
times
praise.
that.
I know. Okay.
No, but this has been cool. I think also just because everything literally I have is Apple, so it just ties
Makes
in
sense.
well.
The synergy.
The real
ecosystem.
question is,
I
have
took a
you-
call on it today. All right. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Stupidest thing I've ever done.
shut up.
Stupidest. I was in my room, my phone, because this is the problem.
Everything
phone-
gets a notification,
No,
yeah?
everything starts ringing. The laptop starts ringing.
Yeah, it's mad.
My phone is ringing. My
your
wrist
watch.
is ringing for the first time. And I was looking at it and I was like, I want to turn it off on my wrist.
Yeah.
But I don't want to
hang out.
decline.
Yeah.
But I was like, I have to press something to make the stop, so I accidentally pressed the green.
And there you go.
Bro, standing there like this, like you don't know if I put my mouth close to it or my ear. Which one
That's
do
why,
I?
that's
I'm
why I
good,
told you.
thank
The
you.
tactic is like this. I told you. He's just hitting with this one here.
Yeah.
This is how you got to do it. And it looks calm.
No.
Bro,
You
what
can
if you
hear
try
it.
to act hard in your room?
No.
know,
But
literally.
if you're in public as well,
so-
looks like you can hear it very well, and they can hear you very well. Or maybe that's just a Samsung thing, because
Yeah.
our microphone is great.
Hey,
But
before you
anyways.
bought the watch.
No, let me just tell you how disgusting he is, bro.
It's disgusting.
First of all, I saw this transpiring before my eyes. I was with
Friday
him.
night.
Friday night, we're chit-chatting. And then, I don't know, we're looking at my watch or something like that. And he's like, you know what, let me just have a look at this. And then he ends up looking into it, sends a link to the plug, and then gets the connect. You get me? I sent this guy a message at church. I'm at the top of the stairs. I sent this guy a
Bro,
quick
don't
message.
tell me this guy did this, bro.
Bro, man, whipped out the watch, replied with the watch, and then waited for me to see him.
This was the funniest part. Yeah, we're all sitting down at church. Your sister, 2 rows behind me, she goes, Noor, you forgot to do this, that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Can I call you later?
The automatic
Hit it with
reply.
the quick automatic. Lost his mind, man. The guy lost it.
I turn around, I look at her, I say, can I call you later?
I love
But the
that.
noise,
you're
man,
annoying.
it's handy. So they
The
have to
technology is genuinely
Yeah,
very
it's
good.
mad.
It's cool technology. Still not a fan of the idea of calling on it, but I will say in terms of tracking and that, it's cool.
Yeah.
Nah, the tracking stuff is very accurate.
That's why the AirPods, as soon as you got the AirPods in, they changed the whole calling problem.
I
now.
got that too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. AirPods, boom, bow. Phew, what are you
Bro,
saying,
you
bro?
could actually leave the house without your phone.
Without your phone now, man. Because
You can
you
actually
got,
go
the
for- no,
GPS
just think
cellular,
about
yeah?
it.
That,
Yeah.
That's why I got it. It's for the runs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna go
Right.
for a run. Leave your phone at home.
How many rounds have you done since you got the watch?
What?
It's good.
Close the rings. Close the rings.
Are you the type to watch YouTube reviews before you buy a particular product?
Depends on the price of it.
Okay, what about the Apple Watch?
No, I watch them after. I
Like,
bought it and
How do I
then
use
I
it?
was like, let me see what people are saying about this.
Bro, you know when you order something already, yeah, it's already in the way that's coming in. You already watch all these reviews.
Yeah, you start getting disappointed.
Nah, I'm not disappointed. Bro, because I ordered, a new MacBook.
Okay,
I hate him so much.
shout out to
man.
plug.
Shout out to the
I
plug
was
for
mad
real.
thinking of the new MacBook and everything. It's already coming in. I'm just on YouTube. Things to download a
Legs
MacBook Pro.
crossed in the air, bro.
I'm just watching all these things, like just get everything ready to go.
Love
Nothing does
it.
beat that excitement though. When
bro,
you
that
got that
excitement is
new,
good, bro.
the
That
package
new
about to
coming.
drop, and then you just start watching.
You know what's the
watching
worst,
vids.
bro? When you order something, yeah, and YouTube says, "Do not buy."
After, yeah.
Do not buy MacBook M1. Buy M2. I was like, damn, I
Bro,
already
that one
ordered
will ruin your day. Especially when you've just spent like 3K. And the refund is an option, but you're like, nah, I'm also a man of my word.
Yeah, man. Let me stick to this.
Stick to it, mate.
Bro, it's actually so dragged. But yeah.
Things are getting peaked, bro.
So that wake up call still stands.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The wake-up call
All
still
I said
stands.
was don't take those calls on your phone. That's all I said.
Nah,
But you
just making
did, so
sure,
it's-
but
I know,
Null
and
and
I
void,
said it
mate.
was stupid when I did it.
But you're probably gonna do many more.
I
So.
never will. Never will again.
Hey, someone call him midway during this
Literally.
episode.
Don't call me, I'll throw this out the window.
Nah, it's mad, man. What's up with you guys, bro? You guys all right? Living life?
Man, weeks
Living
are
lavish?
flying.
This guy's got 2 watches now, one on each hand,
I
bro.
got 2.
2 time zones.
Watches. Yeah, man. Where everybody good? You said weeks of flying?
It's flying.
Yeah.
It's actually mad.
Facts.
What is it?
We're in May.
It's actually a problem.
Bro, it's mid-May.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
going
yeah,
on, bro?
It's
Yeah.
definitely a problem. There
what
might
did
be something in the air.
Where did April go?
April's an absolute joke, fam.
April was a joke.
April
We were in March.
Yeah, April did fly by.
Fam,
very, very
we went to
quickly.
Sydney for Miles' birthday. Miles' birthday was the 4th of May, bro. This is already almost 2 weeks past that. It does not feel like it was 2 weeks ago.
Wait, sorry. He said something very true. What did happen in April?
I don't know.
April's non-existent. Bro.
Did anything? Were we anywhere?
Did we have any guests? What happened?
I don't know.
Where did it go?
All I know is the end of April. There was a wedding, but that's
Bro,
it.
there was
Everything
birthdays
else.
in
Yeah,
April
yeah.
that no one celebrated. Like, it was quiet.
Damn. Yeah, it's mad, fam. I don't understand what's going on
Foolish ass
anymore
month.
these days. But, nah, April.
Yeah.
It started off foolish. April Fools didn't even happen like that.
I think people are kind of over April Fools. It's pretty childish to be celebrating.
I'm gonna
in
run it
big
up.
2023.
I'm gonna run it
TBH.
up. My kids are gonna get traumatized.
What?
Mom's dead. Okay.
Whoa.
Forbid.
I'm gonna think of something. It's definitely not mom's dead. But nah, kids are copping it from the
Wait, yeah, like,
future, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, we're going to Disneyland. Dentist.
Oh no.
Yes, 100% fact.
Yeah, that's proper.
That's so cruel. Why would you want to
Well,
do
they're
that?
stupid for believing there's a Disneyland in Melbourne.
Oh, in Melbourne. Sorry. I thought you just meant in
look at you,
general.
fam. Nah,
I
that's
think
that's
in
that's the type of vibe I'm on.
Yeah.
And they might need it, actually.
a little prank here and there.
Yeah, you know what? Just a bit of the. Okay, no, I don't want to say trauma because that's also a very serious thing. Why is he laughing?
Yeah. When I was a child, my dad.
This is what I'm saying. My kids might need to cop it a little bit.
For the kids, man.
I need to instill the fear of God. Yeah.
Let them know it's not in their control.
That's it.
What do you mean by that?
Life.
Yeah. And hey,
Yeah.
whilst we're under this roof, it's my rules, mate.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I was appalled by the scenes that I saw on the train one day, man.
Oh, I want to hear this.
Absolutely appalled. I had to write it all down for you guys because I
sorry.
said these kids, bro,
Lost cause.
fam, like it's scary scenes, man. Okay, where did I send it, guys? So I'm posted up. There it is. Posted up on the train, yeah. And it's normally the peaceful commute to work. I actually get a lot done on the train, not gonna lie. Like I spend time doing maybe the pod stuff, especially on the Tuesday. I'll be getting ready the maybe the what do you call it, the blurb or something. Do some of the chapters on YouTube chapters on the Wednesday morning if it's already uploaded.
Cutting out
Oh, wait,
those
that's you
jokes.
doing that?
The chapters? Yeah, the job has been rescinded.
What happened?
Don't even cap. You took it back.
No,
You said it'll be
let me tell you
easier
what
for
happened,
you.
yeah? So this is what killed me. One day we were driving somewhere and I was like, oh, I'm going to use this opportunity to do the chapters, right? So then she's sitting next to me, Passenger Princess, doing the chapters, and I'm just driving, boom, bow, listening to some music. 1, 2, 3, 10 songs deep. She's still doing the chapters. I'm like, bro, this takes me 5 minutes to do this. I was like, are you all right? I was like, are you still doing them? She's like, yeah. I'm like, wait.
Oh, she's actually listening to the episode.
I'm like, wait, don't tell me this is how long it normally takes you to do them. She's like, yeah, an hour, good. Bro, I said,
It wasn't even
was
an
To
hour.
be honest, that is a waste of human time.
I said, yo,
That is a
I
waste
actually
of
think
human time,
this
even
is-
yours.
This is not worth your time. Let me just
Well,
take
damn.
this
So
back.
sorry, I tried.
Bro, I'm like, this is a 5-10 minute job, and it's taking you 45 to an hour to do this. Like, we've completed the trip, the journey. And
Like-
you
like-
still-
like-
actually,
like-
wait, wait,
like-
and it wasn't finished. It was halfway.
I was talking
That's
in
30
between.
minutes.
Dad is so confused. Like, but I want to chat too. You know.
No. But anyways, so you know,
Okay.
spend the time on the train doing things like that.
Yeah.
Sitting down, and then first of all, my serenity was like interrupted by a scent.
Okay.
Firstly, like it's not a fart. All right, I'm looking around. No one's moving sus. No one also looks like the type that they try to secretly hide a fart on a train. I'm just like, bruv, it smells like school kids. It smells like just dirty shoes, bro. The biggest wave of all these teenage donnies, all these teenage boys have just entered the train, stinking up the whole joint. And it's the morning, so you haven't even done sports yet. You haven't even actually arrived at school, so you just didn't wash
Nasty.
your clothes from, I don't know, last week or something like that. Anyways, they've come on the train stinking the place, right?
Goodness.
But it wasn't even that shook me. I wrote down the key words that I was hearing these kids saying because I was genuinely like, I can't even listen. I'm the type that I do one earbud so I can still hear the announcements, or if, I don't know, something random's going on, I can actually hear that too. I couldn't even hear the music anymore because it was being drowned out by what these kids were just talking about.
Whoa.
That bad, huh?
Okay, go.
Because I was gonna say,
I've got it.
Do you ever get where like one sense is drowned out by another sense? So for example, like I can't hear anymore because the smell is so bad in here.
Fam?
Or like sometimes like
For me, I couldn't see.
for glasses wearers, yeah, sometimes like I can't hear if I don't have my glasses on. Do you get that?
Yeah.
So sorry, man.
It's always the same, bro. You know when you're driving
Turn down the music.
and they turn out the music to look at the dress.
Yeah.
Is this the right house?
Fam.
But this was you can't listen to music
I couldn't
because
even
they're
listen to
talking
music.
shit.
Yeah, they fam. So I just wrote down a bunch of these buzzwords that they're talking about.
How old do they look?
I reckon they were about year 10 to 11. I think they were
Okay,
year 10 to
man.
That's not
At that point,
That's
man.
not bad. That's,
Yeah,
I
but more,
thought
I
you
would
said-
lean more on the year 10 side
Yeah.
potentially. But yeah, 10 to 11, it could pass for either of them, right? Obviously, I think this is a problem amongst all majority of generations, Andrew Tate was rampant. Constantly comments about this.
Pro minus
Talking
just
about-
talking about it.
Or like just
gosh.
talking
All
about him, but
aspects.
more so pro.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it shifts on to like what's going on in the extracurricular lives of like, hey bro, I was on
gosh.
Snapchat, man. I was just chatting to these snow bunnies yesterday. This, that. So they obviously talk
Oh, so
about
they're black kids.
Yeah.
No.
No, they're white.
Wait,
These
white
were white
kids are
kids.
talking about
Snow
Yes.
white
bunnies.
women as snow bunnies?
There was one black guy there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he
But-
put them on
He
the
No,
list. He put them on the
That's
list.
legit. In my head, I was like, he's probably the one that put them onto this lingo. Who knows? Anyways, yeah. It's these are white kids talking about parents, snow bunnies, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I was chatting to this one on da 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 da. They're like, oh, how old is she, bro? Oh yeah, she was actually the older one. She was like 17. Da, 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 da.
Wow.
Talking about all these girls, yeah. Moving on to like, yeah, bro, I get all these nudes on Snapchat. This, that. I'm just like, wait, what's this? I've got more.
Interesting.
Then they're going and talking about smell. They were talking about smells themselves. I'm so sorry to this community. I'm so sorry to this community, yeah? This is not my words. I'm just the reporter of this. Fam? Nah, these kids were mad, yeah? I might have to blur it
I
out.
never want to hear it.
No.
They were
blur it
like,
out.
bro, this train smells so bad. It's you. They're like, train smells so bad. It smells like bro. Not even done. They then proceed to go on, man, this
Goodness.
train is so freaking packed, man. It's almost like a freaking Indian train, bro. Da, 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 da. Bro? And then they start talking
But they
about...
just said this out loud.
They're just talking about this out loud amongst themselves, right?
Oh my days.
And I'm like, bro, you've crossed off stereotyping, racism, misogyny. I'm like, let's just keep on adding the list of what this conversation can bring about. Then they're like,
days.
I think there was a group of girls outside the train as we pulled up.
Yeah.
And one of the guys was like standing there looking, smiling, this, that. And he's like, bro, that's not how you attract girls, man. You got to show your dominance. You got to be alpha, this, that.
Could've been alpha.
I said, fam, we're finished. That short encounter I had that I was like, bro, this train ride could not be any longer at this point now. This short encounter that I was hearing all of these things that they've ticked off, talk about all these different cultures, these different people. And I'm like,
school
I was
kids.
just like, fam. And it looked like it was a bit slightly more well-off kind of school, I think. You know the ones where
St.
it's like,
Kevin's. Just say it was St. Kevin's. bro.
Kevin's?
It's always St. Kevin's.
I actually
bro.
don't know which one this was now I think about it, man.
All boys school, clearly.
Yeah, I think it would have probably been an all boys. But it's one of those where you rock up to high school in your sports uniform. That's, you know what I mean? Like sport is put into it because
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
obviously scholarships.
Scholarship
this, that,
something,
yeah.
Yeah.
But I said, fam,
That's the next generation. Huh?
this is the next generation.
All right. Well, were you guys that different?
100%.
Bro, we're so different, bro. I've never used those words before. Never even, actually, never even heard of those words
At that
in high
time?
school. Bro.
Alpha and that kind of stuff?
Nah.
Yeah, I agree with that. That kind of stuff was never conversation.
Okay.
I'm talking more about like racial jokes and
Bro, I wasn't even on the racist.
But what are you talking about, bro? Like, bro.
that yet. Not
Bro,
even
those
yet.
those
I've never
was,
had
was
it.
my favorite, man.
Wait, what? What did you say?
Everyone was my favorite.
Oh, I thought you said
I
racist.
thought that's what I was saying.
Everyone was your favorite.
Everyone was my, like, maybe this, bro, did the school have?
I'm trying to remember what it was
I
like.
to be
don't
honest,
think
our
we were on
school-
smoke.
our
bro.
school-
Because
our
I know
school-
we weren't PC, but we weren't
We weren't PC, but we weren't
bad.
disrespectful about
We
it.
weren't bad, yeah.
I don't think we're disrespectful. It's like PC for lack of knowledge. I mean, we weren't PC, sorry, for lack of knowledge, right?
Bro, that's what's crazy, actually. These kids now are full of knowledge and
choose to
pushing
be-
against it.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Idiots.
I was just there like,
Nah, not gonna lie, because I used to catch transport like every day to and from school. Those type of schools, those type of boys, they've always been like that. That's how they
Boys
communicate.
club,
That's how they talk
boys
on the
club.
train. That's how they like. Even just when they see someone of a different background on the train and stuff, you just see how they like snicker amongst each other, smile, laugh, point, and all that stuff. They've been like that, so I'm not even surprised. Like it seems like it's gotten worse, but I'm not even surprised
I'm
at
not gonna
all.
lie, I've not seen the girls move like that because I
Girls
catch the train
don't.
too.
Yeah.
Bro, like I'm not even lying. Like last week, maybe just a bit loud, but the sitting, have their own conversation. Even the conversation is a bit different.
but mess around and catch the train with a group of girls and there's one Donny amongst them or two. Let's say two Donnies, best friends, are amongst the group of girls. They're letting conversation fly in a mad way.
What do you
Because
mean?
I've been privy to that as well.
I'm not saying my experience.
Yeah.
It's just the guys, bro.
I mean,
I was in Oakley last night and there was a group of like 4 teenagers. They must have been like 13, 14. It was like
Why are they outside?
8 p.m., bro. Yeah. Genuinely, that was my thought. I was like, why are you guys outside? Not even like 7:30.
Yeah.
They're all like literally the whole group. It's a group of white kids. They're all like Eshe style. So
Yeah,
bum
man.
bags, everything. But everyone's like 5 foot tall.
Oh gosh.
And they're like cussing and all this stuff. And I'm just like, What are we doing?
I don't know.
Like, why are we outside?
Who lets you out the house,
What's
mate?
the culture, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You telling me that's the board?
Too much confidence.
And this is the thing as well, right?
Damn.
Because it's very easy to say these things, and then people say, "Oh, it's just a small group." Like, you know, it's the same thing how we always talk about. Like, we say things that have transpired on social media, and it's like, that's not the general population or whatever. That's not what everyone's saying. Social media is just loud. I'm like, bro, I've seen my case study list of your.
When it comes to students now, yeah. It's
You know what?
95%.
You know what I'm saying? I can say this within a 95% confidence interval, bruv. Whatever that statistic is,
Yeah.
bruv. I'm there. I can say this. And no, this is what
It's a
majority
problem.
It
It's
is
a
a
problem.
problem.
Yeah.
It's interesting because when I was in high school, our school would always, not always, like very rarely, but like you'd get complaints from the public
Yeah.
if someone did something bad or if like they overheard a conversation that was
Facts.
terrible. So I think all the girls, like everyone in our school, because it was very like drilled into us, you know, we're not even allowed to wear our sports uniform when we're walking into the gate, and when we're leaving, you had to change while you're at school, just because like, you know, we want you to represent the school well and stuff. But that was something that was really drilled in us. So I feel like no one ever really did anything bad. If it was, maybe it was like an accident, you did something on accident, or it was a one-off type of thing. So I'm really surprised that like all these, I'm sure they get complaints, but clearly these kids just
People
don't
are mind our
care.
business time now, man.
But I
Really?
find it so funny when people get suspended outside of school.
Something that happened
Doing
externally,
something
yeah?
outside.
Bro, some guys like, yeah, I got suspended. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I was where? It's like 4 p.m. yesterday.
Like, bro, we were free finally at that point,
like,
man.
I was at home. Like, what do you mean?
Wow.
Turns out at some plaza or something
Yeah,
went
yeah.
down,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
and
literally,
it's
man.
suspended.
I actually wonder with that one as well. Like, let's say you have a fight outside of school time, not even school property either. But then, yeah, you happen to find out.
So if you're in your uniform, it's easy to find out. Yeah.
It's also more about how much does your school care about their reputation, their funding.
Yeah,
It's
facts,
just
facts,
like
facts.
that's why a lot of
Yeah.
schools don't expel anymore and all that kind of stuff. It's just to do with funding and like the reputation and all. They heard kids got expelled. I don't want to send my kids there anymore. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Politics.
But yeah, I was listening to that. I said, bro, my son.
If your son is like, bro,
Long day for
Yeah.
them.
Oh, I'm trying. I have to be in the group.
The whole
chat. I have
raising
to be in
kids
the group
thing is
chat.
getting like we talk about it every single week. Clearly, it's like it's scary. Bro.
nah, it's actually
It's actually scary.
It's actually probably scary.
Yeah, I have to be in the group chat.
No, I actually have to be, bro.
Now it's starting to make sense why dads were pulling up on us if you liked the photo of a girl in bikini or something like that.
Bro.
Like it's starting to make sense.
Well, hold on, you build a group chat?
I'm gonna have to be.
They
Bro,
wouldn't even
I'm
let
making the
you.
group chat. Marcus, you can be in it.
Bro,
You now
send me
stay out.
Marcus's number, man. Bro, let me make this group chat right now. You know what I mean? Like, I have to do this. I don't know, bro. I can't trust them.
Oh, then would you read your child's stuff?
Oh, golly.
That
Like
stuff
go
is
into
scary,
their
bro.
computer, text messages,
Would you guys? Yeah. Would you?
and all that
It's
stuff.
interesting.
Go through, like,
Like, it's not even on a vibe of
On
like
like an odd occasion.
yeah, like
you
it's
know?
not a vibe of they know you do this or they've given you their password. You are a master sleuth and you've cracked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now
How
they are
old?
on camp. They can't take their MacBook with them.
They left iMessage open.
No, you got in. Oh, you know what? No. Yeah, to see the temptation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They forgot their laptop was on. You know when you set the screen, what do you call it? Timer. They
Yeah.
accidentally put on never.
Yeah.
Because they had to upload something.
Yeah.
So they've left for camp. Laptop is
They
there.
had to upload this stupid podcast.
They had to upload this stupid podcast. All right, they've taken over TDP, yeah? So they're uploading their trash pod.
It is not trash.
Sponsored by One Step Underwear.
Wait, they couldn't even get the OGs? Which we haven't done a read for. We'll do that soon. But yeah, so it's open. Everything there for the taking.
so what are we saying?
What are you saying?
Year 8, year 11, year 12, what are we saying?
I reckon, yeah.
Yeah, eight's a good one.
Yeah.
Year 8, I'm about to send it.
I'll check that stuff, to be honest, bro.
You guys are bad.
Really? You think it's bad?
Yeah. Why you trust that your children are being raised well and that they're not doing a
trust
manual
yourself?
from the group chat?
You're telling me that's right there. You're not gonna.
Of course I will, but like, I mean,
Why don't you trust that
what?
they're being raised right?
Yeah. Okay, so you will.
Yeah.
Year 8,
Just because I'm curious.
year 8, I might have. Computers or never. I don't know.
Okay, then you find something and then what? Do you address it?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Print it out and you put it, you put it,
screenshot.
you put it under the pillow so when they get home, also under the sheets, they get home, they do this, and they just see, I don't know, they sent their penis to somebody.
Oh, man.
And now it's the first thing looking back at them.
Woo!
If they ever send something, they receive something. Now I'm having a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember we had a
I'm
family
gonna ask.
friend.
I'm gonna ask. What does she think?
You're dumb.
Because she insults you, she insults me.
Bro, I was gonna say actually that.
Wow, nah, wait.
Daniel.
Because I was scared. I took that from Kevin Hart's stand. You didn't know.
Freaking thief.
Yeah, we had a family friend that had that kind of situation. I remember because I was a little bit younger than her, and she had lost her phone. And at the time, I didn't understand it because I was year 7. She was like year 12 at the time. We used to, carpool together. And then she lost her phone. Like, parents took it away, whatnot. And my mom explained, like, oh, she did something bad. That was what my mom was saying. And I was like, all right, cool.
Oh, no.
Only years later that I clocked, I was like, oh, she was sending nudes.
She did something bad.
Bro, on early 3-megapixel cameras.
Hey, but Donnies were waiting for
I think I
that.
see a nipple.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Donnies were waiting for that, bro.
Nah, it's a take you one, man.
Oh, my days.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you got to approach it in there's a balance where that's like, yo, I trust you, but I want to keep you safe and make sure you're making smart decisions.
Bro, shut up, you know.
But if your parents did that to
Nosy
you,
posy.
would you have let them?
What?
And they've told you the same thing.
Yeah,
I trust
like
you.
literally.
Is that my household wasn't much of a would you let?
I must.
It's how did you feel? I felt bad, but they're still my parents. I didn't have to go to therapy about it.
Because your age is still young.
Yeah.
Your
Bro,
age is still young.
I remember my dad made me deactivate Facebook, bro. Everyone's asking me, yo, Danny, why didn't you? Hey, don't worry about it, man.
Hey,
Bro, 4 months straight, I was off FB. Missing all the action, bro.
fasting, bro.
Taking my faith seriously, bro.
Lent. Have I told the story of when we made that Facebook group about that teacher?
Yeah.
You did, but it was a while ago. So I
A
don't-
while ago, right? Basically, someone made a group about like this old ass teacher. She was annoying. And like it was like we hate Miss whatever, and everyone liked it. And one day they come around, they're like, "Yo, we need this person, whatever meeting right now." All this. We enter the hall and they're like mad serious. Like everyone be quiet.
Bro,
blah,
when they
blah.
bring the Avengers out on you, yeah, you know.
Yeah. The pistol, everyone there. Top 5 is finished.
Everyone's lined up. You're
every-
back against the lockers,
No,
bro.
bro, across every year level, there was like 110 people.
Damn!
Because the Facebook page
Oh my
picked up in like 2
days.
days. And then
Is this
they're
an
like-
auditorium thing?
Yeah, they're like, yo, you have all done this, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is actually defamation and all this kind of stuff and whatnot, and cyberbullying and all this
Goodness gracious.
early stages of cyberbullying. And so my dad had to go talk to the principal and all this kind of stuff and whatnot. And then after that, he was like, yo, we're going to sit down together, go through it. Because that was the phase when Facebook was like, you were just liking pages.
Yeah,
Constantly,
that's
you know?
true.
And like pages would have like a name.
The names, yeah.
Like
long
it
ass
would be like a
name.
joke.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, I like that.
And it's like the reason you like the page, it was an unrelated post most times to even what the name is.
Literally.
You know what I mean?
This was
Something
also
harmless.
the period of time where a lot of like X-rated images
Mad.
would end up on Facebook and they would tag like, let's say,
Tag.
they tag like Lil Wayne or something, right? And so if you clicked on the images Lil Wayne's tagged in, it's just bare porn, right? So my dad sits me down. He starts like,
no.
"We're gonna go through all these pages, and you're gonna tell me why you've liked them.
Yeah.
If it makes sense, we'll stay like." So I was like, "Oh, Lil Wayne, like that's a rapper I listen to." It's like, "Ah, cool." He's like, "What about this one?" I'm like, "I don't know. I thought it was a funny joke." He's like, "All right, we'll dislike this one." We just sat there together. I was like, now I look at it, I'm like, that's good parenting.
Yeah.
That's actually good
Yeah,
parenting.
yeah.
If it's
Going-
good,
Feels
yeah,
invasive. Feels like,
I
oh,
agree
dad,
with
why are
that,
you being so serious? All this stuff. But it's like, now I think about it, I'm like, oh, you're actually just looking out for me.
But that only happened after the incident.
Oh, yeah,
What if he
for
said,
sure.
let's do that before?
Yeah, nah. Before it would be like random, and I think realistically, like even with like in the future with kids and stuff, it's like something has
When
to happen
something
for
happens.
you
In
to
order for
bring
you
up
to-
something.
Yeah.
It's like how I always say, like, I hope I end up watching my kids watch porn.
What?
Like, no, that sounded crazy. I hope I walk in on my son
And
watching
them watching,
porn.
yes.
Right? So then there's a reason to have the conversation
Yeah.
as opposed to like, hey, come sit down.
Bro, that's a wild statement, bro.
He corrected himself. It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, imagine
then you
like
call him up on it.
you just
yeah.
have to have a conversation and be like, okay, so there's this thing that exists called porn. Really? Yeah.
But he knows all about it. So
No
what
way.
kind of stuff did it show?
But the top thing is gonna be in that generation. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, Marcus' mom does that.
Mad.
Yeah.
Hey, free Marcus. Damn.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's
Crazy
mad.
stuff.
All right, bro. Even the one that used to annoy me was like when your reckless friends would be the ones posting crazy things on your wall. Like I think someone did a TBH. I feel like I might have even said his name before. And then he was letting it fly. N-word here, N-word there, N-word there, yeah. My dad pulls me up and they say, hey.
You know your name is Daniel, not Edward.
No, oh my days, I forgot this. My dad commented and said that.
Oh
No, he did. My dad commented and was like, his name is Daniel, not da 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 da. And then something about like he shouldn't be using this word, them things there. Yeah.
Oh my
Bro,
days.
first of all, I went to school the next day or the next week or whatever, looked at the homie attempt.
Makes sense.
Looked at the homie and he goes, hey bro, your dad, I don't think I can ever go and say what's up to him again, man. But even that one there, because it's like you actually can't even control what they be doing. I had to like get to the point of like, yo, no one can post on my wall. Not even me.
The friendship thing is tough because I remember
Yeah,
one time I
for the
had these
guys.
two friends come over. Neither of them come from religious households. One was like typical English, neither parents religious. One, I think his mom was Muslim, his dad wasn't, right? And these guys come over and one of them's peeing in the toilet. The other one, you know, like
Thank God it was the toilet.
like I want to say white boy humor, but one of them was black. So
Indoctrinated.
yeah, or half. He was half white, so it's the white side. It was the white side humor. But basically, one of them goes in while the other guy's standing up peeing and like pretends to from behind. You know,
Yeah.
Oh no.
we're in year 8 at the time, bro. My dad's in the computer room.
Oh no.
Okay, my dad afterward just goes, no, I don't think I like your friend. And I was like, bro, like even when they were doing it, I was like, bro, this is a Christian household, man. We don't play those games. Teabag.
The guy said this is a Christian household.
Oh god.
Bro, it's funny though, man. When you gotta set the mood for the friends when they're pulling up or something like
Hey,
that.
bro, don't cuss around my mom.
You know what I mean? You gotta
Gotta be
prime
shoes,
people a
do
little
this,
bit.
go greet them, do that.
Bruh. What's the one thing that if your girl wasn't primed or that you had to prime her for, like you would have just thought this was a given? What you get?
Girl.
Yeah. So you're bringing a gal home. Oh, bringing a Donny home. Yeah.
2011.
And then
So something you expect them to know, but
yeah,
it's like if
I
they-
don't have to, and it's like, damn, this one. No, it's like, and this one here, you don't do this. This has now crippled the chances we ever had together. You're never allowed.
Okay,
back
so
in
you
this
never
house.
told them.
You
Oh, so
never
you-
told them. You would have assumed it,
Assumed-
or it's
assumed.
just a commonality within your home. You get?
Okay.
And it's like if they maybe don't come from this background or something, or they're just not, I guess, switched on or whatever. This is a big mess up.
Oh, damn.
Because I remember I'll say an example for a homie. The homie told me, big man, when you come to the crib, you got to go on your knee, you got to clap for my parents like this.
Ah,
Yeah?
yeah.
He's like, just get on your knee, clap for your parents like this. Calm. I said, I bet. I understood the assignment. While going, I'm
It's good.
a good son now.
It's good.
Yeah?
It's good.
If I hadn't have done that, I'm probably never allowed at the homie's house ever again. Yeah? So it's one of those type of situations there.
Trying to think.
we're not complicated like that.
Yeah, nah. They're strong, like.
Nothing too
cultural-
crazy, but it's like just that general respect. Like I don't know,
What does
like
that look like?
you know, like ask them about their day.
Have
That
a
kind of thing. You know,
conversation,
like
yeah.
try to have a conversation. Because if you
Not
don't,
just exist in the
if
in the
it's just
room.
a hi bye thing, it's like, yo, this is a bad sign
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah. And this person literally just come, eating our food potentially, use our electricity, watch our
Well,
television.
is this the first time or just
First time kind of vibes, yeah.
first time?
Yeah.
Don't come in my room.
True.
Like, you actually can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. You know, it never really happened like that. You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, the living room is here. Everybody's there. Like, what are we doing in my room?
Communal area.
And we
That
can be
is a big
chatting.
one,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter what we're doing.
Homework.
We can be, but it's like, if everybody's out there, then we're out there.
Yeah.
That's facts.
This is especially first time, but obviously down the track, it could be a bit different.
On this, it kind of kills me when I think about it because, like, you think about all these like movies, especially American ones and stuff like that, the shows, and it's like, oh yeah, come over to my house and do homework. Like that was not I think.
For who? For
Have
us?
you heard of
For
this
me, at least.
No,
Solange,
option, mate.
Solange and Beyonce thing?
What?
So Beyonce was 14 or 13. She had a boy over. And like the rule was, you can be in the room, but you can't close the door,
Yeah.
all that
stuff
kind
like
of
that.
stuff.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, right.
And Solange didn't like this boy for some reason.
Oh,
she was
no.
8, right? She just didn't like this boy. No, she just goes downstairs. Daddy, Beyonce closed the door.
Just like that.
Probably the dad came upstairs, all
Oh,
smoke,
no.
whatever, kicked him out the house,
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Long.
And then the relationship just died.
Yeah, bro.
We could have been with
never had
Beyonce,
it,
bro.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. At this
Free my
age,
guy.
I would have closed the door too, bro.
Even at this age now.
Oh yeah.
But what do you mean, bro? My house, my
Yeah,
personal
that's
house.
true.
Why? Me and my gal in my room and have the door
Door's
closed.
closed.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Yeah.
Cause the door's wide open. She can be in there. I'm having a conversation with my mom directly while I'm in my room. Like
What do you mean?
I gotta let her know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it's good.
The Holy Spirit is in this room too.
I-
Roots for Jesus.
Yeah, mom, the food is great. You
No,
know?
no, no. I kid you not. One day, I was driving Daniel's car, and so I had Daniel's car over at my house, and it was just me. I was in my room. My door was closed. No one was home at the time. My mom came home. She came home with an auntie, and then I hear them in the corridor. They're like, "Oh," she's like, "Oh, whose car is that?" She's like, "Oh, yeah, it's Daniel's car." Da da da.
thought-
And she didn't come into my room. Usually, she'll always like just barge in, open the door, come into my room. So I was like, okay, she didn't come in. I didn't go out. I didn't say hello, nothing.
Oh, so they all thought you
they
were Daniel.
they assumed Daniel was there. My dad comes as well, and he's like, comes, walk up the corridor, says hello to my brothers. Usually he will also knock on my door and come in and say hello. He didn't do it. And then he goes outside to my mom. He's like, oh, whose car is that? Because this is like around the first time that I started bringing the car over. And then my mom was like,
Secure
oh,
no
it's
wheels,
Daniel's
eh?
car. And then he was like, okay. And then he left. And then he calls me a few minutes later, like in an angry voice. And I can tell he's like in an angry voice. He's like, hello. I was like, hi. He's like, oh, where are you? I was like, I'm in my room. I'm inside. He's like, what are you doing there? And I was like, oh, I'm like, I'm just chilling. What else am I going to
in
be
my
doing
room.
there? And then he's like, oh, okay, where's Daniel? And I was like, oh, he's not with me. He's at home. And then you can just tell his tone shifted. It shifted straight away. And then he was like, I kid you not. I was like, because I knew the whole time. I was like, I know like what's
You
going
know,
through his
yeah,
mind. And he was like, oh, okay, I just wanted to ask him about something. And then he literally hangs up the phone. And I was like, you little rat. So in my mind, I was like, my auntie came over. She thought Daniel was in my room. My mom thought Daniel was in my
That's
everyone
hilarious.
thought I was like, far out.
You want that?
people.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I was like,
Ask him tomorrow.
Don't worry about it.
I was like, oh my
That's
days.
hilarious.
Bro.
So yeah, the room thing is a big,
Yeah.
big
Nah,
no-no.
the room
It's a
thing,
big
yeah, the
no-no.
door's open, wide
Yeah.
open.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, close that.
Everyone
Matter of
needs
fact,
to know
my
what's going
chair,
on.
bro, my chair is in the corridor and she can be comfortable on the bed. We're chatting like this. Right. I'm sitting down on the chair in the corridor.
So
That's how I'm moving, bro.
you know how my
Oh, my
room's set up
days.
where like the bed is there, the door, so you
Yeah,
can't see
yeah.
the bed from the door. Like you just look
Yeah,
out.
like around the corner.
So we'll sit on the bed
Mad.
and watch movies on the like computer, yeah. But like obviously above covers, all that kind of stuff, whatever. Because like parents can walk in anyway.
Yeah.
Bro. One time my mom comes by, I can hear she's about to walk in the room. No, and then she goes, doors open, of course.
Yeah.
She goes, guys, I was watching that damn TV on the bed. I looked at her, I said, hey, we need to sit up.
That's mad, bro. Was she expecting you over here or she's not saying it to
She
herself?
knew what she was doing, bro.
Yeah. Bro, I'm all smoke,
Nah.
bro.
Can you imagine? No.
Get out.
What?
I think you want to go home.
Bro, nah, I'm telling you, man. This is how I'm on this
Super.
type of
Bro,
time,
I'm on
bro.
this kind of stuff.
You gotta
bro.
be on them, bro.
Yeah.
You actually gotta be on them. because
Have you guys seen the TikTok where it's like when your boyfriend is a youth pastor?
We've been
guy's
together for a
amazing.
while now.
Bro,
It's
I
been a
love-
week.
It's been a week. I think we should get married.
What are we waiting for?
Bro, my favorite part of watching a movie, yeah, they sit about like a meter apart. She goes closer, she looks up, the guy's all the way there. Where'd you go? I've always been here.
It's room for Jesus. That's what it is.
Oh man, I love that. Oh, yeah.
God.
That's how man's gonna move these days.
That's it. That's it.
Damn, what was it?
Because if you don't, then your kids end up making bad decisions.
Oh, he's going into that. All right, good.
Alright?
Yeah.
You gotta be strict on your kids, especially if you come from privileged environments. All right, if you grow up in nice suburban places, otherwise your kids start flashing guns on Instagram
Ooh.
Live.
Who did that?
Who was it,
I
Noor?
don't know who was it.
Sounds real.
It is real.
It was none other than Ja Morant.
Wow.
What's wrong with this guy, bro?
In case you guys don't know who Ja Morant is, he's an NBA player, plays for the Grizzlies. Rookie, about 3-4 years into the league. He's out there.
Good.
Good player. Great player.
Hops on hops,
Good
bro.
contract. About
prospects.
About
You know
220 million.
Wow,
Something
Wow,
like that.
that's crazy.
Basically, he's the face of the franchise.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, he missed out on 29 million in
did.
bonuses or something.
Yeah,
like
he
that.
missed out. Yeah, he missed out on bonuses. Yeah. No, because what happened? I think for you to be eligible for a bonus, you'd have to play a certain number of games.
Right.
Right. But then he got suspended
For waving a gun on Instagram Live.
That was the first time he got suspended. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened twice. So that was the first time he got suspended. Yeah. So obviously now he's not eligible for the bonus of 29 million. He also lost a deal with Nike.
Yeah, I think so.
What's the deal with?
No, I think they ended up. Yeah, they just
Did they-
stole the release because the shoe came out recently.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like
That was about 300
these kind of.
million or
And so basically, he also, as of like 12 hours ago or something, he waved the gun on Instagram Live. This one was. So his friends on Instagram Live, and they're rapping along to like NBA YoungBoy or something like this, and then he waves a gun near his head, and then the friend tries to quickly move the camera down, right? But they got the screenshot,
something.
right?
Yeah. Of him.
And so like, and this is after he's done, what's it, rehab?
Yeah,
it was.
counseling, therapy.
Counseling, yeah.
What was
Said-
the time difference between the first and second?
6 weeks?
Really?
About 6 weeks.
First
between
and
the
second
two.
incident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't much longer than
It wasn't,
that.
it wasn't
right?
much longer.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
wouldn't have
he's
much longer.
Yeah.
got suspended and then said that with the commissioner as well.
Yeah.
The guy went, apologized, said it wasn't his gun. And then that happened again.
Yeah. I think it's, for me, it's, I don't know, there's so many layers, but I'm just like,
What do you think it is? Because his dad looks like a good guy, man.
So this is about now. Essentially, what we're asking is why would someone want to fumble greatness?
oh, yeah, I
Is
think,
the underlying.
all right, so Memphis is a dangerous city. Very, very dangerous place, right? And clearly the coolest guys in the city outside of ball are the people that are involved in that lifestyle, right? They're the ones that own the clubs. They're the ones that own all the, you know, like everyone that is someone outside of sports or music there, it comes from that lifestyle. And if they're in music, they also come from that lifestyle, right? Yo Gotti, Young Dolph, all these guys, right? And so I think like that is clearly where the influence is coming from. He's not from Memphis, is he?
I don't think it's from Memphis now. Memphis just ended up picking him
Yeah.
as the number one or second draft pick.
He had a good backing and background in it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the thing is like he grew up suburban.
Yeah.
Like not,
Yeah.
you know,
Good dad, everything.
not the struggle that we associate with that kind of behavior,
Typically, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of look at it and I'm like, bro, you need to focus. Like, because this is not rare that people come from certain environments and then like, you know, they seem to be squandering their success. But there's a bit of grace for that where it's like,
Yeah.
yo, you're not used to this level of money. You're not used to this level of attention. Like, and then certain unfortunate situations happen. Like AI had that kind of thing with the whole murder charge, all that kind of stuff early on or whatever it was. But it's like, even from there, you're like, you can see how this guy transformed the NBA by being himself still, right? He's the reason everyone has sleeves and all this kind of stuff.
I got drip.
But, and literally are cool, right? But it's
Not
like,
them ugly ass suits.
yeah, but it wasn't like anything criminal that he pushed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, at a certain point when it's like, yo, like someone needs to big brother you and be like, yo, this is how you manage things. This is how you don't squander hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, bro. Because one more, to be honest, I don't even know.
I don't know.
He's lucky that the whole franchise is built around him. Because if he was someone like Kyle Kuzma, where the franchise is not built around you, you become too much of a liability.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
just go
Do
somewhere
you
else.
give example
Start
of-
playing ball in China.
Do you actually even give example of that? So this guy named Dylan Brooks, he's also Ja Morant's teammate. So this team is in the playoffs. This guy just talking mad smack to like LeBron because they're investing in the Lakers, right? He's just talking mad smack. He's like, bro, this team is old, whatever. Just talking smack, yeah. And the guy did not put up numbers. He did not perform in the playoffs, basically, right?
Is that the 0-0-0-0?
That wasn't him.
No,
Nah,
okay.
it was him. That's wild. But the guy drops like 4 points in one of the games. LeBron owns him, and then they got kicked out of the playoffs. 2 days later, Memphis comes out, makes an announcement. They're like, we're not going to bring Dylan Brooks back to the team.
Lol.
I saw some memes. I was trying
He
to
just
remember
got
memes.
kicked out.
Yeah.
There was a meme regarding this whole Ja Morant thing. It was like Dylan Brooks when he saw Ja Morant's live taking a photo with the Polaroid.
Bro. These guys getting kicked out for talking smack. He couldn't back it up. Different story. And now...
Now imagine he's waving guns and everything. That's where I'm like, he's lucky that he's the what the
of
franchise is built around. But there is going to be a point where it's like, yo, you're going to squander every endorsement deal that we have as a brand. Because like Sprite doesn't want to mess with Memphis anymore because of this or whatever.
18 hours ago, apparently, the Grizzlies have welcomed back Dylan Brooks under special circumstances.
Oh god.
Circumstances, apparently, bro. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out.
Coincidence?
We'll see how it plays out, bro.
Because what it is, because now, obviously, they got kicked out, so there's no NBA for them.
Kicking it right now.
Yeah. So when the season starts again, which is going to be, in September, he's going to miss out. They're saying 20-25 games.
Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Goodness.
It's a lot of
Damn.
games.
See,
Bro,
yeah.
that's basically the season.
Yeah.
I mean, no, that's a third of a season.
That's
Yeah.
a third of a season. So, I mean, I don't know if that statement that you read is true.
About Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
If it is true, it would kind of like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because now-
special circumstances.
Because now you actually don't have your star player there.
third.
Yeah.
And then now the team's still trying to make a push for the playoffs or trying to win a championship, but your star player's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what is, I don't know, it's not conflicting, but it's just the whoa.
Hypocrisy.
Hippopotamus.
Hip.
Hypocrisy
Hip
of
to the
America.
hip.
Yeah, Sugar Hill.
Come on,
Fudge.
man. Why are you dropping microphones, bro?
This whole episode.
Yeah. Damn,
The
you dropped-
hypocrisy of America, because it's like, wait, if the guns are not illegal, and I can post, me at a shooting range
Yeah.
or something like that.
Why is
Like, I
waving
know
it?
we agree that gang violence is all bad. Like, even America would say gang violence is bad, right?
Right.
But it's just like, this isn't that crazy.
So
in a sense, you
there's
know?
that argument for it, but it's obviously like within their code of conduct, their
Yeah,
contract.
true.
Yeah,
Employed
that's
to the
if you
NBA.
look at that,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So within a private entity, within a democracy, you've been told, don't do this. A simple thing.
Imagine Pepsi Cola CEO.
Well, yeah. Come on. Nah. Ain't no way. Because someone put out, I think people were talking about, like, you see all these politicians with their guns and the whole family's holding whaps. You get me? And it's like, oh, family hunting. That's fine.
Yeah.
Republicans, whatever, yeah? It's a different thing because it's like, you know,
It's also a hunting, like, we know you're hunting moose, you're not,
hunting people.
Human beings.
violence.
Human beings, bro. Homo sapiens, man.
But yeah, I mean, it's the
So-
same with like gangsters or rappers.
Gangsta
Yeah.
Grizzle.
If you see them on Instagram live holding a gun,
Bro, what? Now I believe your music.
yeah,
This is good for sales, literally.
50 yeah,
But
Mini
guns
Man
have
makes
nothing to do
sense.
with basketball.
Exactly. Why
So
his
it has-
decision is so no.
Shooting.
So his actions are so shepherd.
Yeah,
So
actually,
would you guys
You might be dumb, huh?
kick him off the team?
That's
for
so-
this
Bro, I mean, fam,
second
fool me once.
offense.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Second
Fool me twice. You can't fool me twice.
But like, come on, bro. Like, it's a contract.
No,
bro.
the second
breach of
time is
contract.
actually crazy. I think what I
Yeah.
would do is I would, especially because like the NBA is gonna do what they do if it's 25 games. That's mad.
Yeah,
Because that's also
that's
like
double-
enough time to
double
ruin the season.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So
easy,
yo,
yeah.
let's put in serious money. Bring in another superstar.
Yeah.
If he can prove that we might be able to build a franchise around him, then we're doing that. And then you might
Man,
have
that's
to go
just
find your way.
very silly.
Bro, what do you do with someone like that, man? I don't
That's
understand.
millions and millions that they're just willing to squander over nothing.
Because if they actually,
also a young Donny making
I don't
serious
know
bread.
if they actually drop him. If NBA actually drops him, like say, hey, like you're actually bad for the league now. Because now at the moment, obviously, it's just Memphis that's talking.
Yeah.
But now the NBA
Is
is gonna be in
Yeah,
the
the commissioner
conversation,
there, bro.
which,
Yeah.
which changes things, right?
Bro.
So now I'm like, if they should drop him, bro, like 300 million gone.
Bro, this is the thing,
Damn.
yeah? It's like, this is big bread, you know what I mean? Life-changing bread. Young people,
You can change-
because very young, Donny, yeah?
Yeah.
I actually realized people get just caught up in the fast life very easily, bro. It's hard to be. It's actually hard when you have the whole world at your
looking
palms,
at you,
Yeah.
absolutely.
and the whole world, looking at you, and to be like you're actually you're the anomaly when you manage that well.
Yeah,
Because first of all, we're not designed, like we always say, for that attention or that
Definitely
responsibility or power or that access to resources. You know what I'm saying? Or all the people that we think are doing great things potentially with their money, saving the world, are doing back-end deals for blood diamonds and these type of things there because what their resource allows them to tap into. Yeah. So it's like, in our minds, I think we would like to think that in that position, we would never get caught up in these type of situations as well. But when you literally are that young, I think because we're all older than him as well, I believe, right?
He's 23.
Yeah. So it's like at that young age too, no one should ever have trusted me at 23 with 300
With
Yeah,
300 mil.
300 mil.
That is
mil?
very true.
I will be a problem.
Oh, man.
I'm a problem, bro. Yo, I'm buying 17 Blackmagic cameras for no reason.
I do say that.
And
Like,
shooting mad content.
you know those things where like Justin Bieber was like pissing in buckets
You get
and
me?
all that. I'm
But
like,
Justin Bieber's going
that
wild
wasn't that
time.
crazy.
Yeah.
But that was, like, I'm thinking about, like, if I had that level of fame, success, money, all this kind of stuff, like, you think we're stopping in marijuana, bro?
Hey, driving on the foot, sir. What is drugs?
It's interesting because during his first statement, he was saying, I'm going to take some time away to get help and work on learning better methods of dealing with stress and my overall well-being. So clearly the guy was, under something. It wasn't like he was just
that's
feeling very
PR, bro.
hood-like.
Bro, that's PR, yeah.
That's PR.
Wait, come on,
But-
you really bought that?
Bro, the
You
music.
bought that?
It could
Bro,
be.
No, but Mo, you're telling me your expression of stress is, I mean, 2000.
No, like we said.
sense, yeah. NBA dumb boy, bro.
Okay,
Clearly
then,
the NBA's dumb boy.
then there's something in the music. There's something in this music that we're listening to. We should look to
is that a
these
music
artists, Stop giving us music that has in it that
giving
makes
us
people
good
want to do this.
Thank you.
Like, why am I doing this?
I'm not gonna lie, I never picked up a gun when I heard these songs.
But
they're
you
good
did do
songs.
gun
But you
fingers.
probably
Never,
did.
never done gun fingers.
Or you probably did.
I've just demonetized the whole video.
I will
something.
never throw up gang signs in my life.
Bro, I saw this video of a bear throwing up gang signs, bro. Another bear pushed it off the cliff. Said man was ripping the wrong set, bro. Yeah, man, Ja Morant made me mad. He missed out on his opportunity to be Jordan. I only say that because I'm trying to segue to air.
Segway!
Did you watch the movie?
I did, but I guess to close out Ja Morant, obviously though as well, man. Yeah, bro, it's an interesting thing to see.
I want to see what's going to be next.
Move kind of funny with opportunities like this. I think it for us we're a lot more typically invested in things like this because like if I was in,
you know what
that's
it is
the
for
thing,
me?
if
Is that when I look at people that have come from worse, like the worst situations, and I don't want to use this word in like a they fell in line way, but more in a they made sure that they lived right, they behaved right. So like LeBron, right? It's like you actually come from a rough.
you understand the position you've been put in.
Exactly. You put weight to it, and you go, this is the path to greatness. And it's like from there, bro, the guy has no scandals, right? But he's not the only one. But then there's also guys where I'm like, you actually come from a certain situation and it makes sense that it's still in your life because it is hard to cut people off. John Wall, great example.
Oh,
right?
John Wall,
it's like
yeah,
you are
absolutely.
actually a gang member previously, right? So it's like,
That's mad.
that's, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like, I'm not
it's
saying
in
like, yo, everyone has to be like LeBron. It's just like, there's no point having a life that was better than LeBron's early on, and then you act worse than John Wall after he gets it. You
Complete
know what I mean? You go for,
It's his own.
yeah.
Do you think if Ja Morant had a good woman beside him, do you think that
Well,
would...
yeah, man will be busy, bro. He
No,
ain't
no,
gonna be
no.
on Instagram Live.
Like a woman that's focused, and and that he actually really loved.
Yeah.
Like
You know who has that? Carl Anthony Towns. Doesn't he look so happy, bro?
Yeah.
That guy, he just looks
I
like,
could see him becoming an NBA 2K just streaming.
bro.
now.
Bro,
There was a
Life is
video. I
deep.
think it's the
but
one.
he's loving life.
You know,
bro.
there's 73 questions or whatever it was. I think he did one, right?
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
And
His
then
girl put him on that, bruv.
yeah, for sure. But then there's like one part where he's like, "This is my custom computer, $20,000."
There you go,
And I was
bro.
like, bro, this is peak happiness. He has a good girl, beautiful, mentioned in songs by the rappers, all this stuff. But she's his, all right? Millions of dollars,
Yeah.
huge house, all this stuff. And he's like, he's content. So yeah, maybe
The guy
the
got
right.
bounced out of the place and said, I'm going to my girl now.
Said holidays booked.
Yeah, literally, bro.
That's
So
legit him.
he needs to get himself a Jordan Woodston.
All I need now is Jordan Woods.
Yeah.
Don't get caught for. Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon if Ja Morant had a good gal, focus.
What do you think he's in the mindset that would attract a good?
Right now, I'm not too like right now. I don't know about right now, but I'm saying like let's say 3 years ago, right? He has someone beside his side. Like would have been a different story. I don't know.
I mean, all of this is probably also just his age. Like the
23.
guy's 23, he still hasn't matured fully. And for a lot of these people, like when you think
Yeah, that's
about
true
it,
too.
when they're before they get into, I mean,
Carl
just
Anthony Towns.
I mean, a lot of them before they get into like the NBA and stuff, their training is very strict. So you can think that they're, you know, they have people watching their every move, like, you know, watching what they eat, watching how they train, they sleep, you know, where they go as well. They're like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. And then as soon as you have 300 million, you're making 300 million, like your mind is going to go da, 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 da. I don't think anyone is training them like mentally or how to act or, you know, all of that stuff. It's more of like, you know, your physical and your basketball. And he's 23 too. Like when we were 23, I'm sure you probably made some mistakes that you know, look back on and you're like, damn.
To be honest, I'm just gonna say this. There's nothing that bad in my life at 23.
Nothing you've said. Because even saying outlandish stuff can land you in hot waters like this.
That's fair. I don't think anything that crazy.
It's all right, we'll just leak the group chat. We'll see how you feel about it after that. Yeah.
I mean, it depends because I think his mistake, which we could not us relate, but it can be a conversation for us as well, is that he clearly stepped up from that. Right, so his lifestyle is here, but he still hang out with friends that's there.
Yeah, the people around.
Right.
True.
It's always the same as like
Can you take everyone
yeah,
with
it's
you?
the same like in life as well. Is that when we know what we want and then you move towards that, and then friends who are not really moving towards that or not really doing much, but you still hang out with them.
That's true.
But then you're trying to move towards that. Now that becomes a bit techie there.
Like, that one is true because that's something that I can apply to my life where I'm like, there have been people where I'm like, yeah, I can't hang out with you anymore.
I was actually meant to bring it today. I want to play this card game. I forgot what it's called now. Yeah.
Is it Thingo's one?
Nah, we got it from in a package thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's one of the questions was what's the one about the friends? What did it ask again? It said, what do your friends say about you or something?
What do your friends tell you about yourself?
about yourself? Yeah, what do your friends tell you about yourself?
Or what do your friends mean to you?
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do your friends-
I
what do
think
your
something like
friends
that.
mean
Yeah.
to
What do your
you?
friends mean to you?
Yeah.
And I answered, I was like, my friends are a very big reflection of where I'm at that point in time, or what my mentality is or my mindset at that point in time. Because I was like, you can track the types of friendships I've had, very long-standing ones, new ones, whatever it might be, ones that no longer exist. And I was like, you can see
Where I
why
was at in
this
life.
one didn't need to exist and where I've been able to go here.
Yeah.
Look at that friendship and where that person still is. Or you can see what has been a constant in my life. And then it's like, okay, who else has also been along that journey kind of thing there? And it's like, yeah, you're right. Like, those ties are a very strong reflection of where your mind is at the end of the day. It is tough though, because I mean, you probably have more to speak on this. But I was listening to Potter Paper's album because you and Jeremy were going off in the group chat. I was like, I actually have to listen to this now. Phenomenal storytelling. in it,
Great.
yeah.
Great stuff.
But then all I'm hearing from it, he's obviously gone back into jail now.
Frustrations.
Crazy. All I'm hearing is the frustrations, especially that song, My Life Would Be Different or something like
Yes,
that. Yeah.
yes.
I should get
find
the.
it.
Man, I gotta
If you can find that for
Keep
me.
going.
Yeah?
I'll find the name.
So all my life, if I had ... And then the next song, beautiful transition, £1 million, right?
Yeah.
But the first song, all my
I
life.
didn't even clock that. That's,
Bro, what? No, did you listen to a thing in succession? 'Cause
I
the transition
did, but I
straight
didn't
into-
realize
you
the
didn't-
names,
Bro,
yeah.
it was nice. Anyways, the
Yeah.
song's called All My Life If I Had ...
It's
It's good. I already see it over here.
Bro. And all he's talking about all my life, if I had my grandma for a little bit longer, she would have maybe stopped me from doing this. All my life, if I never met that guy that taught me how to sell crack, this, da 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 da. All my life, if I never hung out with that person. All my life, if I went back inside when my dad told me to be back home at that time, kind of thing. Dot dot dot. This guy's in and out of jail. Spent long. I think what was it? How 10
it was
years?
a long shot. I think it was
the
about
longest
10,
stint.
Yeah.
Now he's back in after only being out for how long has it been now?
A year and a bit.
Yeah, not
Damn.
too long. Back in now. Tragic stuff, yeah.
Damn.
But it's like you can see that struggle. And I was talking to one of the homies about this. I was like, I think it was about drug possession charges as well as within his system, just some cocktail of drugs, bruv. Man was bartending everything, bruv. All them drugs in his system. So he's back in. I believe, I can't remember. Someone correct me, obviously. But I'm pretty sure it was about drugs and that. And I was like, it's crazy because he's definitely switched on to know you can't be doing this when you're on parole, right? But it's like, this is also the coping mechanism for all the things that you've experienced that have
100%.
also brought you to
100%.
where you're at now. So it's like you're telling the story of the tragic lifestyle that has now afforded you these £1 million and all that now. But now you're still coping. You still have to cope with all that lifestyle at the same time.
Yeah.
So you're constantly fighting with that struggle. And now man's back in jail.
Yeah. That is tough.
Wow.
It's crazy because on the album, there's a bar where he's talking about how much he loves his freedom.
Yeah.
But then, unrelated, there was, I think, 2016, 17 something, Russ wore the US Russ, not the UK Russ.
Russell Westbrook.
No, Russ, like the rapper.
Wait, who's the other one? Oh, yeah.
He wore a t-shirt that said, how many Xans and perks do you have to do before you realize you're an effing loser, right?
I think I remember this.
And then Fredo Santana, who's passed away since, I think it was an overdose, said, he like replied, he was like, enough to forget about all the things I've seen in my life, right? And it's like, both have a valid point to make, you know what I mean? But it's just like, we do forget how much people are coping as well with their bad behaviors, you know?
Definitely.
That's
Also,
tough.
that song, I think it's Toy Story 2.
Can't
maybe?
wait to listen to it, bro.
That's the one where he's talking about him and his friend, and then the friend's cousin comes to buy the kilos off him. It's a mad song. Anyway. It's a mad song. But yeah, man, I'm like, so in Ja's, I guess,
situation. And that's a mistake.
your ties and all that, you know what I mean?
Like
It's
your
hard to
friends should
cut
be
these-
the Jason Tatum's who's also making the same type of money as you are, but you moved on from those kind of friends.
Yeah, but you also have to take responsibility
No,
for yourself.
no, this wasn't an excuse.
Majority.
It's a context.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
still not an excuse,
Yeah.
you know?
On that, like now, because I was talking about this to someone the other day, it's like now I'm at the point where I'm like, my closest friends, like I know that these are the people for life because I'm like, I would happily swap positions with any of them. Like genuinely, I'm like, I love living my life. I love being me.
Interesting.
But it's like, if you were like, oh, be Carl's from now, I'm like,
That's
Carl,
pretty
you know,
good.
I like the way Carl's life is going.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like the way Daniel's life is
That's
going. I like the way
really good.
Jeremy's life's going. No, 100%. I like the way Marvel's
gonna
life
be
is
gal?
going.
Big gal
You know?
them.
Like,
Yeah.
That is
That's
so
a good point.
interesting.
so
That is
whereas
a
I'm
good
like,
point. True.
all those
That's
people
very
that have stopped being a part of the core, I'm like, yeah, to be honest, I'm not swapping my life with any of them. I wouldn't like that for me at all.
I like that. That's a good point.
It's actually so funny how you say that because when I look at my closest friends, I can say that. You know what I mean? But when I think outside of that, I'm like, yeah, nah,
I said I'm good on that.
I'm good.
I've never thought of that kind of concept.
But I can see that.
Yeah.
And I think that's man, when I look around, it's just sad, but that's the thing that we see a lot these days is that people are clearly trying to move on from a situation, but are not letting go, and that's what's holding them back.
Yeah.
Friends can actually really hold you back. People can really hold you back, man.
They can.
Which is,
Yeah. You know who wasn't held back?
The air cannot be held back.
No. Ever.
So
ever.
good.
Man.
Yeah.
You watched it before me. I don't know if you've
did.
watched it yet.
hey, bro, I watched it like 2 days after it came out, bro. Gold class and everything, bro.
Passed out,
So
so
good.
didn't watch it.
Idiots.
You passed out at air?
would never swap
Like the
lives.
first,
What about the first one?
first like 10 minutes.
You.
Oh,
Nah,
that's different. You were tired.
Yeah, at that point, the movie was on boring.
He watched it when I was tired.
Okay, the movie.
But anyways, yes,
however, the sleep in movies all
No,
slap.
but I've heard.
Best sleep in the world.
Best of the world.
Wasn't even cinemas, babe.
But I have heard all the reviews have been immaculate. So.
However, the money didn't make movies. I mean, the
money didn't move.
the movie didn't make money.
Oh.
Yeah, when I saw that it was available on Prime, I said, hold
He
on.
actually did.
Yeah, already.
But okay.
He actually did it.
That's $40 I've
But
saved.
what are your
Let me run it
thoughts?
up.
I'll give them a bit of context what the movie's about.
So obviously, Air is
About air?
just waffling, man. It's not even about Michael Jordan, which is the great thing about it.
I love that.
Yeah, and how they never showed his
They never
face.
showed his face.
Never showed his face.
Yeah,
Which
you
is
shut up, stop laughing. You don't remember this.
I've seen the trailer and reviews. Please.
We're not part of this, you know?
oh my days.
Nah, I'm playing.
So obviously, the movie is actually just about how
the deal,
Nike landed
Michael
The
Jordan.
Air Jordan.
the Air Jordan,
Or even how the
production
brand
line.
came to be, yeah.
Not even necessarily how Nike, because Nike was established at this point.
Yeah.
They
I
just
know.
went in the basketball shoes
He
industry.
means how the
yeah.
Jordan brand
Oh,
came.
you mean
Yeah,
Jordan
so
brand?
the-
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
the Jordan,
Yeah,
not
I mean,
Nike, yeah.
that's what I said before about Air Jordan. Anyways, moving on. Right. So
Yeah.
that is essentially what this movie is about. It's about telling the story. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, where
about
we are
how
now, yeah.
I was actually about to wear my Jordans too, man, but I didn't. But we've all got Nikes. Miles got her own version of Nikes on.
Ticks.
Just ticks, bro. But yeah, man, it was just a beautiful telling of that deal, how they landed that deal.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a good deal, man.
I didn't actually take notes down for it because I was actually just encapsulated in the movie itself that I didn't end up right. But I just sent the message immediately after finishing it of like, which great story would you like to be a part would have been a part of, right? But watching it, yeah, and also this is the same kind of feeling I got when I watched King Richard finally for the first time after I think I watched it in like 2 weeks ago or something like that. I don't know why I never watched it. Probably because I saw 2 hours. I'm like, damn, I don't know when I'm gonna just smack 2 hours in. And then I just decided one night I'm just gonna have to watch this movie.
Yeah.
Same feeling I got when I watched that when I was like, I know how this story ends. I know how. What's that? What's that elevation worship? See a victory, bro. I knew how the story was gonna end with, and that was even really about Venus Williams. More so the story of King Richard in terms of how he got his daughters to where they were, Venus and Serena. But the star that was shown in the movie was more so Venus's story.
She was first, right?
Because she was first, yeah, in King Richard's, right?
Still need to watch it.
But then, yeah, you see Serena cooking up in the background, and then obviously you see that there's a little bit of prospects there, but it's your turn is next. You know what I'm saying? She's cooking up my baby, my turn. You know what I mean? She's waiting for her turn next year. But it's Venus. But I knew where they both go at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That they both make it. Serena becomes the greatest,
Tennis player.
women tennis player. Bro, even just part of the greats in general, men and women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm watching Air, knowing the same thing as well, that this guy, I didn't even know the numbers that was attached to how much the Air Jordan brand brings in to Nike nowadays.
Oh, no,
I believe it's something like 400 or 300 billion. No, million.
I think it's just
Billion?
4 billion.
4 billion.
I think it's
Yeah.
4 billion.
What was, no, the first year's sales, sorry, were 126 million.
Yeah.
And they had only done a massive total of 40 million or something
Yeah.
like that in a year ever.
Yeah.
And then, 4 billion.
I think it's now the
4 billions now.
4
Wow.
billion now, and I think it was something like 400 million is Jordan's annual revenue
I saw
just from it.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
his,
what I
his
meant.
money from it is mental.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of the richest. There's a list,
Passive income.
which is a very interesting list. It had the richest black people in America, and it's crazy how much of them have to be entertainers or athletes. But it's like Oprah, Jordan, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Rihanna. Like, there's a couple others. I can't remember the guy's name.
Kanye.
Oh, Kanye's in there.
Oh,
as
he's
well.
in
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
yeah. No one really knows, right?
yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's just like that was interesting to me, like how much of a different lane
Type of lane, bro.
black Americans have to
Yeah.
succeid in. Like,
It's not
that's
Forex
true.
trader
Yeah,
or...
yeah. although the
Oil.
richest is it's through education, I'm pretty sure. I'll find his name.
Fine,
Man.
yeah,
Yeah, he
what's
paid
that?
everyone's tuition fees like 2 years ago. Like at his alma mater, he paid.
Yeah.
He was just like giving the speech for the
And
thing,
he said,
and he's
"You
like,
know
"Oh,
what?
by the way, everyone's fees have been paid."
Bro, you would have hated to be the kid that graduated the year before that. Now, you just got your full fees.
Wow.
But Jordan was something like 400 million
400 million.
annually passive.
Passive,
4
yeah.
billion, sorry. Or something even more than that is the annual revenue for the Air Jordan
But
production.
how is
line.
the shoes selling till today like this?
Crazy.
Yeah,
So,
that's
bro,
wild.
and that's when I was like, this is such a great story that like Phil Knight, forgot the other Donnie's names now, bro. Sonny Vaccaro, I believe he passed away now. Sonny Vaccaro, or I forgot his last name, man. And the Donnie that is actually the I believe the VP of the Jordan line is still alive though. Forgot his name as well now. But he was played by Chris Tucker, I'm pretty sure, in the movie.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, bro, this is a great story to have been a part of. The Serena and Venus story with King Richards is a crazy story to have been a part of and to know. So I'm like, yo, what great story in history in past times would you guys have liked to be a part of? And it's something very, like, I guess, very intricate and specific. I'm not necessarily talking like a movement, because very easy to say things like, I guess, civil rights movement or but it's like the very specific. Okay. Side note with that, one of the Donnies in the movie said he had the original Martin Luther King "I Had a Dream" speech.
Cool.
It's apparently legit. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Mad. And he turned down some millions
2 million,
to not give it away or whatever.
Yeah.
Bro.
I have dreams too.
I got dreams, bro. Ja Morant dreams.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Great story,
I have
man.
one because I've been watching Wu-Tang and American Saga, right? And it's genuinely a really good show. It's a very dramatized version of what actually went down. Some stuff's true, some stuff's actually not true, all that kind of stuff. But I was like, and I think it's the fact that almost all of them are still alive and the brand still lives that makes it very like, I don't know, to me it's dope the way it came about, right? It's cousins / brothers / friends, people that were even at odds before the group, whatnot, and like from an area that isn't associated with hip-hop or mainstream or even New York to that extent, because they're from Staten Island, right? So it's just like not much great comes out of Staten Island, right? Like it was Wu-Tang and then it was Pete Davidson. And so there's that aspect of it where I'm like, it's cool how it became a global movement. But then also like for me, because I love design and all that, I'm like, that logo is so iconic that it's gotten to the point of like Rolling Stones or Bob Marley's face or Che Guevara or whatnot, where it's like people will wear this on their clothing and not know what it even is, right? Like there's so many kids out there that will wear Wu-Tang, but they don't know a song, right? And I'm like, some people say that's corny. For me, I'm like, that is incredible reach. Like, you guys killed it. And it just seems like a really cool story overall to be a part of. I think it's just like, it's a bunch of boys that made it together. Like, that sounds dope.
That is pretty dope.
I was gonna pick like a rap group as well, but you picked Wu-Tang, so that's crazy.
Wu-Tang.
I was thinking the stories of these like designer brands.
Okay.
So for example, I actually haven't watched this one yet, but like Gucci.
Yeah.
Gucci's of the
Heard
world.
those are good.
Prada's, because it's like that's the family name. Yeah. How the heck did you convince the rest of us to think that this family name is worth all of this?
Versace is a good one.
Versace, sorry, as well. Yeah,
their Netflix thing was really good, actually.
I haven't watched that.
There's
Is
also-
it Versace or Gucci? There's two. Yeah, Gucci's on with Lady Gaga, right?
Maybe.
Now I'm confused.
Good
Or maybe it's Versace.
Versace was the one where it's like, you know how he got killed and he got murdered,
Yeah.
That was a very good series.
Oh, that's a series? Okay, bet. So the Lady
Mini-series,
Gaga joint is the Gucci
Potentially.
one, I believe. But maybe one of them. The thing is, though, there's a shady side to these family.
A lot of it comes from. I was
know
thinking
what I'm
about this,
saying?
how so much good stuff starts from bad stuff, right? Like, because it's the only way that you can get money in mass a lot of time to start something good is to do something bad,
something
right?
shifty.
And it's like, because even like, I mean, things that we don't even consider as bad anymore, right? Like, or like we don't associate them with it, because it's like, all right, you can start a nightclub and it's like, realistically, you're going to need a lot of drug money to have the front for that or whatever it might be, right? But we're like, even then we're like, oh, nightclubs aren't necessarily positive places, you know?
Yeah.
But we're like, things like insurance, right? It's like, okay, this is a positive thing, but the families that started this all started with slavery money,
Yeah, mad.
right? So it's like, it's not a bad
That's
thing,
wild.
but it's,
Really leveraging debt. Bro.
but it came from a really bad thing, you know?
But the designer ones is interesting.
Leveraging.
Listen, for real, the biggest version of leveraging debt, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, the designers one is a good one. Yeah, it's quite interesting.
But yeah, I reckon it'll be just interesting to see how you had to go from this meeting to force your way into this what do you call it? This fashion runway, go to this person's office and this, that. I bought coffee for this person for X amount of years just so I could be da. You know what I mean?
What about
Make
a
it,
tech type thing? Like
Okay.
a Steve Jobs,
Because
Bill Gates, one of those ones where you're like, what I do ends up like revolutionizing every single industry.
yep.
So okay, that one, every single industry is crazy.
Just think about it. Like
That's
the way we
them.
listen to music is different. The way we watch movies is different. The one like because we also forget Steve Jobs also is Pixar.
Oh, facts. Yeah,
It's not just Apple.
Yeah.
Right?
That's big too, man.
Facts.
Big
So
movies
it's like
like that.
everything changed. The way we read books even is different now.
Because in my mind, I wasn't thinking down that line, but I was like, Facebook
Okay,
being a part of creating that. But obviously, that was also started about of like
hot or not?
It was a called hot or not, but it was like the college thing and like you know pretty much who's hot or not
Yeah.
in college or whatever. I was a way to either I don't know if it was just rating the girls or if it was also figuring out a way to link up, hook up with people in that. But now they're sitting down in conversations.
The
with
original,
countries.
there's a girl in your area.
Hot 45-year-old. Right, this
Sharon wants pain.
This should have been on the YouTube video, bro. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so
Be a part of
Facebook.
Facebook.
But there's one there's a series on this as well about Spotify. This is the one I was telling you guys
Yes,
before.
I-
How like one episode is called the accountant, one episode is
Yeah.
called the engineer, one
Yeah,
episode is
yeah.
I actually haven't fully finished that thing yet. But look at that. You've just created a platform for audiobooks, podcasts, and music.
Yeah. It's pretty dope.
Starting off with, I assume, I'm not sure, this might not even be what they started off with, but starting off with music. You know what I'm saying? And now it's probably one of the biggest platforms, you know what I'm saying, that people have to tap into this thing. But from concept to product, that story must be crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a beautiful story.
That was cool.
It's mad. It is mad.
I think those ones are less exciting to me with like with Spotify, for example, because it's like,
There's other things like that.
or there was heavy investors, so it doesn't.
Because to
You
be honest,
start
it's
from scratch.
No
Spotify.
no real ground roots.
Yeah,
not
like, that's why I'm
no
like-
real, but not as much of a
Yeah.
ground
Didn't
root
start
story.
with
That's why I'm
someone's
like, okay, let's
garage.
say like your, I don't know, NWA. It's like you really force your way into everything. Like, yeah, there's a label orders, but it's like you forced everyone to like you. You know, if you take even outside of music, it's like I'm sure there's like even Bill Gates. I mean, I'm sure he had investing, but it's like he literally tried to sell this to IBM, the idea, and then they were like, "No, this is stupid," and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna be stupid by myself," and then you know what I mean?
Spotify is not like super old. It's not like
Yeah.
50 years, you know what I mean? Whereas if you're talking about all these other brands, which kind of makes sense, where it's like, okay, we're about to do something.
That's
That
what-
just sounds so
yeah.
ridiculous right now. We're talking about electric cars. Wait, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what will be interesting to see in like 40 or 50 years time, the kind of documentaries that come out. Because like we see like Apple
boring,
and all the, like what
not
are you
really
showing us?
exciting.
There was this TikTok the other day. It's like when you're dying and need a doctor, but everyone became rappers or clothing brand owners.
Oh my
That's
Facts,
every
man.
documentary is gonna
So
be.
no one can-
Bro,
no
the
one can say
documentary,
me.
the documentaries is this. We got investors that believe in the idea. We have company.
Literally.
That's what it is now, though.
It is.
You know, you just pitch an idea and then all your investors here, there, boom, boom, boom. Well, not
Wolf
really.
of
but-
Wall Street.
Yeah, that's a
Street
dope
That's-
story.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's
like
a dope
that Jordan
story.
Belfort.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Them type of stories there.
Oh, okay. Wow, what's his name? This guy, he was Michael, whatever. He was a
Zowski.
yeah, that's the one. He used to work in a door factory.
Nice.
A door factory.
Because he said Michael Zowski. Nah, so this guy, Michael something, he was
at
part
that,
of the mafias
Okay.
in New York, right? Italian guy. And he started telling on everybody. But it wasn't on a... like, he was snitching, yeah. Michael Francisi, that's it. Yeah.
Didn't they make a movie about him?
He did everything, bro. It was a movie, and then he did like all the GQ stuff where he would like rate the how real mafia scenes are in movies and all this.
Yeah.
Like he full on like he's just
Back- I
honest about
remember,
everything.
yeah,
but it was
yeah.
actually kind of dope. Like he got cut off from the mafia by his dad, all this kind of thing. And then, like his dad like stopped talking to him, all this kind of stuff. He also like side note, it's just like he became full on Christian when he was in prison. And that's what made him go, I don't want to be part of this stuff
Yeah.
anymore, kind of thing. But it was, I'm like, that mafia lifestyle seems cool because the things you witness and whatnot is like,
If you make it out alive.
yeah, like, yeah, exactly. All those ones is like,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
make it out alive, right?
One
That
that's
would be
pretty cool,
interesting.
but I think we all kind of know is Kanye West.
Okay.
Like his story is nice. Like just
yeah.
listening to other people also talk about his story.
Yeah.
One time he crashed. I don't know whose part it was. Yeah, the guy comes in the backpack. And then goes to Jamie Foxx. Hey, I miss with you. I wanna record a song with you. Right? And then they go to the studio. Jamie Foxx says, yeah, I got a studio. This is the middle of a party. They go to Jamie Foxx's studio and then they end up recording something, yeah? And then obviously Jamie Foxx trying to add his twist. You know, he's an R&B singer. And they're kind of like, don't do that. No. Put your voice a little bit lower. And then kind of, Jamie Foxx is like, I thought that it was going to be trash or whatever. So he just did what he did.
Yeah.
And then end up being like the #1 song like the following month and so on. But then him just going from there, a kid just enters a party with a backpack and then song blowing up #1 and then doing this and then Adidas deal and then just everything. I'm like,
It was a very crazy life.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting life.
That's what I was thinking when I watched Genius. I think I must have spoken about it on here after watching it. I was like, that era of music when you'd be watching the videos that what's his name? Kuji? What's his name again? No, what am I thinking of, bro? What's the guy?
Kuda?
Huh?
Kuda?
No, who's the Donnie that filmed the thing? Is it?
That filmed what?
Something like that.
Kanye. Bro, how do I forget his name now? What the heck? Anyways, the Donnie that filmed Kanye's Genius. How do I forget his name? I'm actually shook.
Kuda and Chike, right? Isn't that it?
Chike. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. But I swear, who's called Kuji, bro? Kuji sweater now. Bro, anyways, yeah. And it's like you watch the film and you've got Pharrell is Cootie.
It is
Cootie.
Cootie.
I said Cootie, ref. Yeah, Cootie Simmons, or what is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see the footage and you've got you got Pharrell in there, Jamie Foxx, Jay-Z's walked past kind of. It's like that era there when everyone is trying to do this thing.
Yeah.
And imagine being a part and knowing, you know what I mean? You talk about, people are billions and billions now. It's like, yeah, man, We used to record back in, for example, J. Cole and whoever it was, they used to sleep with him at Muhammad crib.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. We used to both. When I was on Muhammad crib on the couch, I would record it.
Crib.
You know what I mean? There's those kind of stories.
Those
there.
stories
Like,
are
you
very-
know them
Those are
before that.
You didn't even know.
And we were doing this. Oh yeah, we used to rap on the corner of Central Park.
You're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you're
Yeah.
come on.
This guy said the Migos. This guy slept on my couch.
I was on the Migos back in 2010.
I took him to the first studio session.
Literally, bro.
There is like certain successes which will be cool to experience. Like
The first.
let's say the 3-peat, right?
Okay, yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? Like Jordan, you win the championship 3 times in a row, twice, right? That's a crazy success to experience. Pharrell and the Neptunes, 2003.
Yeah.
58% of songs on radio, or 43%, something like of that crazy was them.
Really?
Damn,
Right.
Pharrell.
It's like something
That's why it's
ridiculous
happy,
like
bro.
that.
That's the
That's right. Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was talking to someone at work who knows a friend that has done these types of things, right?
Okay.
He's quiet about it, obviously,
Done
but
well.
has managed this person, dealt with this person,
yeah.
snuck into this party that was this person's party. That type of a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I left to just go and blah blah. The next day I was in Boom Boom Bow and we met those kind of stories. As in, I have examples that I can give, but yeah. But it's like, I left my house. I put words to it. Left the job.
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
day took a
I got
flight.
you.
Landed. You know what I mean?
we got
And
your
it's
drift,
like,
we got your
and I'm
drift,
sitting down with XYZ. Like those type of stories. Like that. There's
Dinner
an
with
element-
Jay-Z.
Yeah,
Should have taken 500,000, man.
500,000.
But like those types of stories, and it's like a certain risk is obviously involved in it, but it's also a certain level of crazy
Yeah.
to do.
Oh, you got to be a bit delusional.
You know what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean?
you
gotta
have
be
to,
delusional,
to do
bro.
these types of things.
You gotta
man.
be dreams.
You might have to rent out your own studio.
You get me?
Yeah.
But okay, yeah.
Maybe you do sit down with Jay-Z for dinner. So what would you have bought for 500,000?
Oh, yeah.
You wasted a damn opportunity.
But yeah. So I mean, drop in the comments below, you guys, what you would have loved to be a part of. What great story.
to witness that.
Obviously, it would have been crazy to see the crucifixion. Them kind of
Wish.
things there. But are you a part of
Those
it?
ones
Are you a
scary.
part of it,
bro.
or
Yeah.
Very scary.
Yeah, true.
you know what
Trying
I
to
mean?
take him all. Hey, come down.
Now you're there next to him. Oh man. Right. So yeah, interesting, man.
Although
Yeah.
being the thief that believed in that
And just post
situation
it up now?
Oh,
might be kind of
gosh.
crazy. That's a crazy story.
Yeah, but you can't tell anyone
Yeah, I
about
was going
it.
to say, you
But we
don't
all know. But we all know.
Everyone's telling your story.
live
right?
to tell the story, mate.
Come on, man.
First guy into heaven.
Mad, bro.
Yes.
So yeah, drop in the comments. What's popping?
I don't even know if we have another topic. Do we have another
I
topic?
do.
Gotta-
I didn't know how
we got a
much we
few.
wanted to get into that. I want to talk about that stupid ass one. This is a completely random.
The road rage one?
Yeah, no. What's your road rage? I'll go mine.
No, I don't know if I can bother getting.
I'll tell you this is just a random story for the people then, man.
Oh,
So I was on my way to church yesterday. And Sundays are different when you drive because you slap the worship music just on instinct.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Elevation, Hillsong, whatever, Bethel.
Yeah, okay.
It set the mood. Anyways, I'm driving and I'm at the intersection and someone sped past with their they had a trailer on the back. It was a construction car, obviously. And I just saw something fly off the back of it. It was a squeegee landed on the road. Yeah? Looked like a good squeegee as well. This actually pisses me off so much. And I drove and I was like, bro, ain't no way I'm going to drive. And I saw the guy pull up into, 7-Eleven up ahead. And I started driving like, nah, there's no way I'm going to just leave this squeegee. Like, I'm not that late. I'm not late for church anyways. Let me go get his squeegee, put it in my car, take it to 7-Eleven. He'll be over the moon when a random black man has come up to him. Hey, bro, you dropped your squeegee.
Oh, man, you forgot this behind.
Fly off the car in the back of the road.
He's stealing my squeegee.
Unheard my squeegee. So I've driven, and then I said, nah, I'm going to go get it. Bus a Yui, went around, came, parked my car. There's bare construction going on, so I'm actually kind of a little bit of an obstruction as I'm doing this. And then I'm running on the road because the car wasn't even, I couldn't park anywhere close to the squeegee either. Instead of me just driving in front of it, putting my hazard lights and doing that. Anyways, I didn't do that.
Good man.
So I'm running on the road, people are looking at me. Sunday morning, random black man, just kind of nice. Picking up this squeegee,
Stealing the squeegee.
put it in the whip. And I'm driving, all right, let me go to the 7-Eleven. Fam, the heartbreak I felt when I'm pulling up, I don't see the guy. The guy's car is not there. Nowhere to be seen. Couldn't see it up ahead. Not on any turn. Not at any traffic light. So now I just got a random squeegee in the back of my car. Bruh, wooden one.
Are you sure he didn't go back to pick it up?
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Yeah,
Bro, he lost his job now. He lost his job.
So I just got a squeegee in my whip and I got to go pick up Mom for church. And she just sees the squeegee in the back seat with me.
Big ass one as well.
Big one, bro. And I realized, bro, it's actually not everyday kindness.
it's only sometimes.
It's actually not every day. So it's just sitting in the bin, the skip at church now. I've literally just made this man lose his squeegee.
Because to be honest, if he didn't do anything, he would have just came back for it.
Literally, probably.
Nah, he is actually never coming back for it.
Goodness.
It's long like this, nah.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I was just like, damn, that was such a waste of my time a little bit. It felt good as I was doing it. Like I was so happy doing that U-turn. It felt like a hero, yeah. And then now Donnie just doesn't have his squeegee.
I had a positive road rage. Not yesterday going to church, the week before going to church.
Positive, bro.
So I'm at the intersection, red light, and I'm just fixing something in the glove box, whatnot. And I swear it gone green to turn right for 2 seconds, right? The guy behind me, crazy honk. I was like, whatever. So I go. He pulls up, speed next to me. Obviously, I've got worship music going on. And this guy's trying to cuss, whatever. So I put my window down. And I was like, I want to, something needs to be said to him, but I'm not angry.
Yeah.
That is good. Literally. I put it, he puts it down. The guy's cussing. I'm like, hey, it's Sunday. It's not that serious. And then I'm like, I'm never going to see this guy again.
Yeah.
And I just started literally laughing out loud. I was like, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. He starts laughing with me too. And then we just had a good, that was it.
Oh my god.
I know. And I was like, bro, what?
That's all Donnie needed, though. That's all he needed.
That's all.
And now he's made his way to church.
Exactly.
We love to see it. We love to see it.
But I was just like, damn, road rage can be positive too.
All you gotta say, it's not that serious.
It's just not that serious.
Only on Sundays. Seems like it.
Nah, the worship music can change the whole situation. It can change the mood, bro. But
it doesn't make sense for you to
Cuss
while
you
while you're-
back
why you got the music boosted?
and then the song consume.
You can't do that.
Sing that again for us.
Be in your presence.
Yeah, long day. No one is in this church congregation, bro. I'm telling you now. Shall we?
Dilemma.
Do we have any, man?
Yep.
Yeah, we do have some dilemmas. And Noor's going to read them out for us this week.
The way that Noor said that, bro.
I actually forgot.
Let's read
He's
this
got some dilemmas.
So, just go into the app.
And we will look on as well, just in case you miss some words.
Bro, is someone replying to things?
Well, you can reply.
I think people can lie, can't they?
Wait, bro. People have been... Oh, wait, no, this is not...
What's he
I was
doing,
like,
bro?
what this guy?
I went on the app and there's a section that says recommended content.
What's up with this guy?
All right, let me go to ours. All right. I am a 24-year-old male. I've been seeing this girl for 6 months.
Yep.
She used to date her best friend,
Jeez.
who was a girl. I mean, is a girl still. The best friend's still a girl. All right. So this guy, 24, is dating this girl for 6 months. This girl has a best friend who is also her ex.
Okay.
Yep.
Obviously,
Confused.
people are normally, he's saying, obviously people are normally like insecure about this when it's a guy, best friend, ex, whatever. But this is a girl. How should I navigate this? Because obviously it makes me feel uncomfortable at times.
Carlos, what do you think about that?
Why is one like that? All right, so he's been dating this girl for 6 months. And she's got a best friend.
Yep.
That's a guy.
That's a girl. The best friend is a girl.
You didn't hear this 24-year-old man's dilemma that he sent him himself?
I just want to make sure you guys are listening.
Yeah. Wait, was there a dilemma in that? Did he say? Did he ask a
It makes me
question?
feel. It said it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
But I
forgot.
don't. I can't really say anything because it's not a guy ex best
Yeah,
friend
yeah,
type thing.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
girl, and my girl's no longer gay.
Hey, if feelings are involved, then
Allegedly.
I don't think it makes a difference if it's a guy or girl. That's the
If
ex.
feelings were involved,
If feelings is involved, then anyone can get it.
If feelings
What
were
happened?
involved.
Because feelings is involved, right? On her end.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no, but feelings was involved.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
But
regardless if it's a guy,
feelings were involved.
regardless if it's a guy or
Hey,
a
this
girl.
is a serious
as
situation for our
I know,
listeners.
it's serious. We're trying to help
Listen,
someone.
listen.
sent in personally
regardless,
themselves.
regardless if the ex is a guy or a girl,
I agree with you,
if
Carl.
she had feelings for them,
Yeah.
I don't even know what he's saying.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
He has every right to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'll say, cut it off.
Cut off her.
Oh, what you're
ex.
saying is
has
the
to
friend is still
cut.
present.
Yeah, friends still.
Oh, I
They're
didn't
still
hear- I
friends.
didn't hear that
They're
part
still
of this
friends. Like
dilemma.
they hang out, all that kind of thing. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he says it makes me
Yeah,
feel
man.
uncomfortable. Yeah, hey, you weren't listening.
they're an
buddy.
ex.
Yeah.
Stop that 24-year-old male. That's where your mind is.
Yeah. Yeah, if feelings is involved, then yeah, hey. I don't care if it's a boy, girl, grandpa. I don't care.
Grandpa. That's a gender now.
That needs to end up.
What I'm
on
going to
the-
tell this person is
Okay.
sit down with your partner and set some boundaries. Because you can't just say cut it off straight away. If you set boundaries and then those boundaries are
course,
not
boundaries.
accepted, then we can talk about cut them off. But sit her down, have
Nah,
a
cut 'em off.
conversation. You know, just be like, hey, I'm not comfortable with this relationship. See how she feels. Maybe she herself will be like, okay, I'll cut it off. That way, you don't have to be the bad person in saying cut it off, right? So kind of,
Isn't there just things in life?
Wait, you don't have to teach it?
Yes.
Yeah. Factual.
no, not
I
in
should have
this
to tell you these
instance
things.
though.
No, the things in life I shouldn't have to tell you. You should know.
He's invested in.
Maybe she'll be like, says, hey, I'll just cut it
Oh.
off.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Oh, there it is.
I hope this advice has helped you.
There it is.
I don't know what to say after that.
There is actually a dilemma in there, and that was a very real one.
Invite
It
her
was
to
what?
join you guys.
What are you saying with
What?
your mouth hole, bro? I was gonna read one from the thing, bro. I was gonna read one from
Yeah,
this.
read your dilemma.
That one there was not concocted at all by anyone on this podcast.
That's
no,
a real story.
no one
from
made that up on the fly
Marcus.
at all. Yeah, that was Marcus again.
Marcus.
Marcus sent that one in. Yo,
Mark is
my-
Marcus getting it.
Bro, my son is not allowed to be friends with Marcus.
Marcus, horrible, man.
Marcus is going through it, bro. All right, we actually have a dilemma here.
There was actually a stat.
Or it was an interesting question that was posed to us instead. If you guys are wondering why most of us were laughing off cameras, because Noor, can we say it? Noor just made that dilemma up right then and there.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, Noor made that up.
Yeah, hey, we're struggling this
Well,
week.
no, that wasn't what it was.
We're
We wanted to
struggling.
see his ability to waffle.
I actually had something crazy.
Then you couldn't get
planned,
down.
But my mind kept going, no, this will have to be believed at.
I was blown away by you guys' ability to actually have a conversation on that absolute waffle that this man had
I
brought
mean,
up.
it's
just
someone's real life situation
potentially
out there.
somewhere out there.
so-
Yeah. But keep sending your dilemmas in, guys. That's the we do not read fake ones. That was the first time that Noor gave us a beautiful one. But someone asked a nice question. That's
Okay.
interesting as we wrap up.
I want to
the
hear
sketch.
this.
They said, are you guys? I'll read it word for word. Why not? They said, are you guys ever conservative when you're texting a potential
I
lover?
like this one.
Especially when you're trying to ease them into a relationship because of the risk of receipts. So
I'm not sure. What do they mean by conservative?
so you don't launch the full rizzolator, okay? You don't use
A
the
bit
whole
reserved.
cannon.
Reserve.
A bit
You
reserved.
reserve.
So you reserve the riz.
No, it's just reserve.
I'll just reserve it.
Just
King Rizzard.
King Riz.
Okay. So reserve.
So the question is saying, when you guys are talking to a potential lover, are you ever conservative, with the texting that you give to this individual? Especially when you're trying to ease them into a relationship. Not necessarily manipulate. It's like you're trying to take something somewhere. Obviously, you're trying to hopefully progress the situation.
Yeah.
And you know a little bit of riz is required.
The-
Do you risk the receipts that could come from the riz, especially when the shot fumbles, which we have seen with our own eyes before and witnessed in phone on this?
I thought it was cute. I'm not gonna lie.
It was cute, but she fumbled.
Yeah.
She fumbled, you get me?
But
what?
not by like
Not
by way of failing, by way of the other person just wasn't interested. That's
Okay.
different.
Yeah.
It's not embarrassing.
Yeah, and it was funny that the two individuals were able to just part ways. Yeah. Very amicably in the situation.
Have you heard about this though?
Have you heard about it? we've seen fumbles, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you want to see someone? You know what I mean? Do you want to add what you know you can do and try to take it somewhere with the risk of what, you know what I'm saying?
I don't use riz anymore.
Just fashion or what?
No, I just cause I am.
What is it?
No, like I know I can use riz.
Right? He just sends them his ASOS screenshot.
Have a look at my
I bought
card.
a vest. I bought the crop top no one gets.
Is that you? Yeah, bro.
I think you're only
Okay.
really scared of receipts and stuff. If you're sending some, if you're sending something risky,
Risque. The ones where you put your phone down.
yeah,
for a
or if you're,
Nah,
or
if
if you're
it's-
just because I mean,
if it's on a sexual thing, that's
yeah,
where
that's
it's
risky. Like, why are you sending that on an
'cause
early thing?
Bro, what?
Why are you sending it?
I'm
that's
more of like
crazy.
a corny kind of guy. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Because even corny can get, you know.
Yeah,
Because that one
But-
can
I
be
don't care.
screenshot
But
and created
that's
in a
on,
group
but that's
chat.
on them, bro. Like, come on, if someone's being
So
like
that's what we're
cute
saying. How
and
do you know how to
like,
navigate
but
that?
I think what the person's asking is like, yeah, like, are you willing
you-
that your sense of humor gets ridiculed?
You get me?
In a group chat or something. For me, I wear my heart on my sleeve, bro. Everyone knows my opinions on
Heart on
everything.
my-
That if I like you or if I'm interested, you know.
And everyone else.
Everyone
I'ma tell
can
you.
know too. Like it's not embarrassing to me. Yeah, so
I do like the corny riz.
that's nice.
Like that stuff is cute. Like it's corny. It's not meant to be like I'm really trying.
yeah.
You're just making these jokes that just sound slick. You know what I mean? But it's cute. If they get your humor, then they'll love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to be honest, if they screenshot as a receipt, then it's like they'll be like, oh, this guy's not even like he's not trying too hard. It's not
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just
Still
he's being playful.
Okay, this is what I still do say this to, especially to the single men. Them. I say when you when someone has approached you, right, on the DMs, and you know you have the ability to take it somewhere, as in they've approached you knowing what they want,
Yeah.
right, and maybe you don't necessarily want anything right now, or you're not looking for anything like that, yeah. You know that if you put in, bro, like My Hero Academy, you put in 2%
Of the
of the all for one.
all for one power.
You put in 2% of the
2%
all for one
yeah.
power. She can be your girlfriend tomorrow. So you know damn well you're no way near putting in 50% all for one power, bro. Because that's your wife now. You've literally got someone ready. If you pop, you know what I mean? Yeah, she's saying.
Then they say,
yes.
hey baby.
Baby, wife, baby, yeah, you're pregnant. You know what I mean? So I tell them that like, when you know you have this all for one within you, and you know you're not trying to ever use this percent until you know you're fully ready for the right individual, you still have to. It's funny trying to navigate the space of knowing how to still give this person a good experience of you that.
Yeah.
Your name is not dragged through the mud in the streets, right? So you're not on it, and they've messaged you, and you're not on it, so you're not bantering back or you're shutting down. The
You still
jokes.
want to give them a positive experience,
bro, because they'll go away and say, "Oh, he's dry as."
and then every girl
And now all the friends,
They know
Carlos
you're
is dry.
dry.
Daniel's dry. Noah's hella dry. You know what I mean?
hella.
My bad, B. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to figure out how to balance on some let me down easy.
Yeah.
Like,
How do you give the good experience?
Yeah, a good experience.
That you're
but
still him,
yeah,
but they didn't get all for 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a tough thing there, man.
I feel like you got to show that you appreciated it.
Yeah.
That you as soon as you do that, you make them feel like, yo, this was received well.
Yeah.
Whether they
But how do you do
yes
that?
or no.
Like
As long as you hit like, I think if you respond on a weird or like no ooh type thing, not with those words, but even if
Yeah.
it gives that energy back of like no ooh is what you're trying to say, that's rude.
Yeah,
That's
is,
hurtful,
yeah.
and then they take that wrong. But if it's like somewhat playful in response, even if you're not giving an answer back, I feel like that gets received well.
no receipts, man. Because yeah, bro, the he's dry. No, actually, let me not bring it up. Well, a homie has been dry.
Nah, the he's dry
I feel
one.
like you probably think, wait, what are you thinking of? Oh, the he's dry one is bad. Yeah, he's dry. You don't want that about you in the street.
Remember one of our friends
gosh.
that got hit with that?
That he's dry.
Yeah.
That's mad, bro.
That one hurts, huh?
And then I told her, I was like, hey, bro, she said you're dry. It's like, bro, all I asked her was like, do you believe in God?
That's what I'm thinking. I didn't want to say that one.
Oh,
All he does is talk about God. I didn't want to say that.
Oh no.
No, don't worry about it, bro.
Oh,
I'm saying I'm
no.
bro. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta give him a good
It's
experience.
interesting though, because you guys are talking from the perspective of getting exposed. Like you're not from that. Like the guys are always coming from the perspective of don't say too much or else you might be exposed. Are you never on the other end where you guys exposed?
Us
Talk
exposed?
to me about
Yeah, like I'm saying,
Like, as
like
in
the whole.
us sending it into the group chat with the boys.
Yeah, like you guys are coming from the perspective of like, oh, we have to move this way so that we don't get exposed. Like, is that the only thing that's on your mind?
I never
In
think
terms of like,
that.
do you guys ever, expose this girl? Do guys ever do that? Expose conversations?
I don't think too tough. It's if it happens in the moment. Like,
It was
if
more
man-
like you're chatting in person. You're like, yo, yeah, I was talking to her. But
Something like
it'll
that.
never be like.
In person.
hey boys, have a look at these.
Like sending a screenshot to a group chat. Nah.
Yeah,
Interesting stuff.
That's the most down there. But yeah, I think that's one of the. I think when I don't have any experience of this, anyways. I was never able to use all for 100% was used on one candidate, and now I've lost.
Still reeling from that long.
You get me?
Power up, please.
Bro, the power up is not coming anytime soon.
But that's also making you think, maybe not you guys, but maybe you and I. Where it's like, has there been screenshots?
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, no. High school days, there were definitely
yeah,
screenshots.
high school days, you gone.
I was finished. I was finished. Right. And that was 40% off for one. You know what I mean, bro?
In high school, I think I got screenshots, bro.
Yes.
But
Oh, you got them sent to you?
no. I
you
feel
got
like,
screenshot?
Yeah. But
nah, it was rampant, bro.
after high school, I don't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Damn.
Different circles and all that, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, interesting, man. But I don't know, man. Like, I think I like Noor's direction. Hard on your sleeve. Be corny with it.
I like
It's okay.
Be honest.
Be honest. And then, yeah,
That's
just,
it in
you
the
just have to
group
hope for the best, man. That, like Mala said, I think that's on them at the end of the day.
It really is.
Really.
Really is.
Especially if at least at the end of the day it was a good experience of you, then that's on them.
Cannot score if you do not shoot.
That's it, man. They lost out.
Yes, sir.
Alright, what else we saying?
I think that's it, bro.
No
I'm
wake up
done.
call.
I bet.
Let's get some rest.
No, there's no wake up call.
No.
There's no wake up call. I've been positive recently.
That's good. Positive road
That's
rage, bro.
cute.
Yeah, can't you tell?
Alright.
So positive that I bought Apple Watch.
Yeah, sure.
I've been
boy.
tracking my behavior.
Oh,
Huh.
jockeys, bro.
Yeah,
was
that's what I
about
was
to
about to
say.
say, mate. Thank you for telling me that. All right. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share us around. Also, head to step1.live/the disruption. Get yourself a pair of booty homes.
Yeah.
Homes for your bum.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Homes for your balls.
Yeah.
Homes for your cooter.
Yeah, he did that. Cootie.
Not the guy that recorded
Yes, it
Kanye. Hey, thank you for joining us. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.
Damn,
Goodness.
bro.
Was it that? Was it
Oh,
that?
that's the
Sorry for
square
your
up,
ears,
square up,
guys.
man.
Sorry,
Square up.
sorry.
Ah, man, we out.
All right, laters.
Bye.
Laters.
Mwah.